3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes. Y'all tripping on me on 3 minutes. Jason texted me, tripping on me for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Mike Kim. What up? Shanna. What's up? Jason, Jova, what up?
Hi.
Hey, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. This is what we're doing 3 minutes ago. Switching computers. That's what it is. 3 minutes. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Let me get comfortable. What? How was your week? How was your day? I tell you, once I had a horrible, horrible, horrible. I had a week of Mondays, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, a week of Mondays. You know what that is? A week of Mondays. For real. It was a rough one, man. What's good, Joe Q, Shanna Ewan, Jason Ewan, Mike Hen. Yo, what's good, man? It's been a week of Mondays, man. A week of Mondays, man. I hope next week we'll do. It's a short week, so I hope it will be all good, man. Cass had a tough week as well.
Mm-hmm.
She had a tough week as well. We decided to take the day off and we went to look at some campers, man. Because somebody told me tent camping played out. So so we went and did looked at some campers, you know what I mean, see where the budget at. And yeah, just see what we're dealing with from when we ready to pull the trigger. So we found that
I
we
think we're
agree on
both
because we
something.
barely agree on shit, but we found something that we both agree on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So now it's just a matter of making it happen. Because Cass likes those pullouts. She like those the pop out joints, the pop out here and pop out there because
It's more spacious.
they feel a lot more spacious and stuff. But me, I think that the pop out thing presents like a leak hazard. You know what I mean? And it's something more to go wrong. You know what I mean? Especially in the longevity of your investments, and them shits ain't cheap. You see what I'm saying? So you spending some nice change on something, and then you mess around, rock it for a year, let it sit for a couple of months, and pull it out again, and shit leaking all over the place. I'd rather have a solid build. The camper I went out there for, you know,
The
the,
prices were really good
the
compared to the
prices was
other
really
places we
good.
went to.
We went to a place in Thurmont, Maryland, a couple of weeks ago, and
Couple of
that
months.
was kind of a couple of months ago. That was all right. You know what I mean? They had some nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we thought they were good prices until we went over to this place, and this place had, I
Prices
mean,
were
the
really
prices
good.
was really, really good, and I
Way
don't know,
better.
way better. And it's about to be a camper and RV show out here starting Wednesday through Sunday. So I don't know if we're gonna have some time to get out there. I ain't giving no fucking 20 push-ups either. You know what I mean? And yeah, and that's it. And that's it, man. But yeah, Jason talk about 20 push-ups. I ain't do push-ups in 30 years, bro. I ain't do push-ups when I supposed to do push-ups.
Did think it's funny.
Zadie think it's funny. I ain't do push-ups when I was supposed to do push-ups. I ain't do no PFT, no PT in years, bro. I'm just naturally like this. Nah, I work out with life, man. That's try to say it. Keep an active lifestyle. You know what I mean? Picking shit up, moving shit, exercising muscles that most people don't usually know they have. But speaking of MD Arsenal, the other day, uh, on a Turkey Live, Kick Up Dust had the ladies from MD Arsenal talking they stuff, you know what I mean? And it was refreshing because I got a different insight or a different perspective that what I knew about already the laws, and but it was different from getting a female's perspective, a female to female perspective on purchasing uh, a firearm from a female seller or a female FFL selling to a female buyer. And that's a perspective that I haven't seen, but I have kind of have my suspicions. And like many of our lives, the topics of our lives come up in conversation in the car. So Cass and I had this conversation, and Cass kind of
I agree with you to a certain point.
She agreed with me, but she totally agrees with them.
No, 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 no. Actually, that's
Basically
not.
what they
No, no,
said.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
say
no,
what I
no.
said. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, if I remember, you have to outline what the
Okay.
conversation first was.
Outline the conversation.
If I remember correctly, what you told me, because I actually didn't hear it live, it was that some of the people there were saying that when someone comes to buy a gun,
First time gun buyer.
first time gun buyer, and especially women, that they have to find out what their reason is for buying a gun. Correct?
Yeah.
They have to find out what
They
their
have
reason,
to
ask what the reasons are.
It's mandated by Maryland law to ask
And
why you
yes.
getting a gun.
And also, I think they said they had to provide training. Am I hearing correctly? Is that what you said, right? Because that's also the difference in terms of.
I'm not sure how Maryland particularly works, but I think
Yeah.
Maryland have to take a class before they can
So
get a handgun
I was
purchasing
saying
permit.
that for her, and the way Armel expressed it, it sounded like they were saying, to me, it sounded discriminatory, where they seem to have a different kind of approach of how they would sell a woman a gun versus a man. Discriminatory meaning that if she didn't like whatever the female told her, if it didn't suit her ideas of how it should be, she wouldn't sell her a gun. And I thought that was actually completely wrong and sounded discriminatory. Why would you do that? However, only thing I agreed with was that I do think that one of the where we disagree is Armin was like, you shouldn't have to provide a reason why you want to buy a gun, and you shouldn't have to get any training. I think that yes, you shouldn't provide a reason, but I was saying that just as how when you get in a driver's license, when you're going to get a car, you need a driver's license. I thought it makes sense that you should at least get basic training.
Philly Slow, what up?
To use a firearm, and that's where we differed. I don't agree with it that you need a reason.
No, but this is the thing.
But I differ that a training.
Cass believes that somebody needs training to purchase a firearm.
Even a basic. I'm saying basic training. I'm not saying no advanced.
What if you're not getting a firearm to shoot it? And that was my count.
But the same thing that if you buy a car, supposed to buy a car, you really can't drive anywhere but around your
Well, you don't drive it. What if you don't drive the car at all?
But you still need a driver's license to buy to get a license. So to some places you do though.
You don't need you can buy a car without registering it or without driving it. You can buy it as long as you don't put it on the road. You know what I'm saying? You can buy a car. You can buy a car, but you can't put the car on the road.
But I'm complaining. I'm thinking of Jamaica, because in Jamaica, you do. From I remember when I was there, you actually, for you to buy a car, you actually had to have a license. But nonetheless, the reason what I was saying was that because I believe that I think that it makes sense that
Drew Hill, what up?
A gun that it should receive even basic handling instructions,
the instructions come with the gun
of what to do.
Every firearm I've ever purchased, new, because I don't really buy used stuff, comes with the manual. You know what I mean? And some of those manuals that you open, some of them, depending on the firearm that you purchase, have really good illustrations. You know what I mean? If you want to figure out how to handle, but it's not up to that person to say, I don't think you're capable of handling. So I feel like if it's a first-time gun buyer, whether it's a female or male, and they walk in there and they want a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, you know what I mean, a 2-inch, and I want that gun. Have you shot a gun before? No. I don't think you should have that. No, I didn't say that was. Give me that. Oh, I think you should have training before you buy this gun. I think you should have training before you buy this 500 Smith & Wesson 2-inch. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying.
But you are equating to say that when you were to buy a knife, you just can go ahead and buy a knife, right?
Yeah.
But my kind of argument.
Speaking to the mic.
But my kind of argument to that is that you don't find people accidentally dying from being stabbed by a knife versus with a gun.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. Who they accidentally stab? You may get cut yourself a little bit, but not accidentally stab yourself with a gun, with a knife versus.
You cut yourself with it.
Cut, but you don't.
Yeah, but you can cut yourself. You cut your thumb off. You can motherfucking bleed to death.
There are instances of people, kids, whatever, mishandling gun and
what about a car?
Shooting, killing themselves.
What about a car?
But to drive a car, you need a driver's license.
Listen, what about a hammer?
Well, you could accidentally hit yourself on the head with a hammer. That's
What
dumb.
or the hammer gun? You can accidentally shoot yourself holding that damn thing and shoot your daggone artery out. You can cut yourself with a knife. You can hold the thing and cut. And
But that's an
depending on the knife,
intentional action
it's
versus
an accident.
that's an oh, so you gonna hold it.
How many times have you cut yourself on purpose?
I don't, but I'm not dead, am I? Versus
Because you didn't cut yourself the right place. You
Hey,
didn't cut
Bobby.
yourself the right place.
They could blow your brains out. That's happened.
Nah, but what I'm saying,
Remember, there was an incident about 2 years ago where I think it was two
if you go
cousins.
to the wrong
Actually,
online chick house, you might end up with a knife.
There was an incident caught on tape a few years ago. I don't remember how long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. Where two, I don't know if his siblings, cousins were playing with a gun and end up killing each other, or killing themselves or whatever. And it was all caught on freaking tape. And they were like kids, 12, 13 kind of shit.
Well, yo, that's human thing, and people can accidentally do a lot of things. That's why we take certain measures to do that.
You see my
You
pretty
know what
daughter?
I mean? Too Rich, what up? Too Rich, I see him out there flexing Mr. Nice Armament uppers and all that kind of stuff, man. Too Rich killing me, man. He is out there flexing. I was like, all right, I like that. I like that hot shit, boy. Everybody know I love that hot shit. But anyway, right? I just feel, right, regardless of the situation, you should have the right to buy what the fuck you want to buy that your money could afford. You know what I mean? And nobody shouldn't question why you buy it. There's no reason why a person needs to have a daggone Mercedes Benz or a Lamborghini that you can kill yourself real fast in a daggone Lamborghini for going too fast. Because those
You
cars,
still need a driver's license to drive it though.
you can get in and then drive it without a license.
But that wouldn't be illegal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Most of the stuff happen with gun incidents are illegal possessions.
That's not true.
It is true.
Anyway, drop the link so people keep coming on.
Yo, I'm gonna drop the link so somebody can come in and talk y'all snuff with us. Copy. And I'm gonna drop the link, and whoever feel like coming on board, because I really, truly, and honestly think that you should be able to have anything that you could afford or you feel like paying for in your power. You know what I mean? And nobody shouldn't deny you, because then it becomes discriminatory. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's discriminating, if it's a guy's first time gun and he's buying a 500 Smith, I don't have to put it there.
I'm just telling you to put it up
I'm
there.
just dropping the link.
Jason, but you don't read the comments, Sandro.
What?
Jason had something to
What you say, Jason? I can't see.
Shoot, put it up then. Show it.
What he said?
Show it so you can see it up there.
Jason, truth be told, the schools and the government used to be positively trained people. And Jason, what were you talking about is what you're talking about is a civil responsibility of the government. Again, we're putting responsibilities that each one of us should have on the government. And Cass actually brought that up too. And my cousin brought that up in a conversation we were having about it, that they should teach, firearm safety in public schools because it's embedded in the American culture. So why shouldn't it be? But the fact is that they don't even teach civics, like something civic. Most, you'd be surprised, like how many branches of government, or what's the difference between local, state, and federal laws. You know what I mean? They don't teach how these things function. They barely teach how many damn planets in the solar system, bro. You know what I mean? And then the education from Mississippi varies from New Jersey. The state's controlling that, so it's whatever their interest is. So if one state doesn't want firearms, they can't be mandated to teach students that firearm safety and this and that. And it would be a good idea to do that. And I think a lot of people would be saved if they had some kind of education, not training, education on firearms. But the problem is the education we're getting on firearms is either left or right. There's no middle ground. There's no real teaching of the Second Amendment. It's always polarized. and that's a serious problem, and it's adding on to a lot of the accident. To me, in my opinion, it's adding on to all the accidental deaths, and these stupid asses gangbangers shooting and not being responsible for every round fired. You know what I mean? Silverback, what up? Yeah, so damn, we blowing up in the world. We blowing up in the world.
Why is that?
Look how many people in the chat.
Awesome. I'm trying to, even though you always think it's not important, but still
You
nonetheless.
show that. Yeah, I'm just drop the link for anybody to come in. Mike Kim, what up? Yeah, I'm just dropping the link. Anybody can come in and talk your shit. Silverback Tactical. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we're just doing our thing. But I just think, you have a right to bear arms, right? You don't need a reason to bear arms. Just because you have that right, you should be able to walk in a store and say, hey, I want to buy this. You know what I mean? They do whatever legal paperwork they got to do, and you walk out. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. The registration thing is something totally different. You know what I mean? And my feelings on that one, but you should be able to walk, because I think a firearm should be something that's a titled thing that you can pass down like an asset. You can, but it's just so wishy-washy the way these laws in certain jurisdictions, if you take it to New York or whatever the hell. But I feel like it's an asset. I feel like a firearm is an asset, and an asset can be determined as an heirloom or passed down regardless of what the situation may be. But I don't think you need a reason to have it. You might just like the way the motherfucker look. You know what I mean? Ain't no reason for these daggone, expensive ass sneakers I be wearing sometimes. You know what I mean? But ain't no who need $400 sneakers?
You need $400 sneakers?
Who needs that? Who needs $200 sneakers?
Well,
who needs that?
200 is not bad.
No, it's not bad. But who needs it?
Then you ain't got nothing to do with need.
Who needs it?
I bought that cost a couple $100.
Yeah.
Before it's 80. I wouldn't do it right now, but before it's 80.
Those black shoes cost almost $200. Those black sneakers you went to Tennessee with.
Okay, but my point is $200 is
this is America, man. And I don't feel like if you're in America, you shouldn't need shit.
What
you
Joe
get shit because you want it.
Joe Q, even the dumbass gangbangers and mass shooters, suicides, gun deaths are very low on the list of methods of homicide. Restrictions on partnership is a means of government control.
I think it's more than government control, man. It's a matter of haves and have-nots. The people people are trying to maintain the status quo, keeping certain people in power and in place.
But Silverback says this. Okay, I agree that I think the person selling the firearm should have conscience on who they're selling the firearm to.
Does it fucking matter?
But
why does it matter?
That is something. I think I did something on this, and I mean that again could become discriminatory.
It's discriminatory.
I'm gonna point out that you could go into, as a black person, female, whatever, going to a club, or let's say somebody decide that I'm not going to sell to anybody of color, right? And he said that they actually have a right to do so, even though that could be discriminatory.
It's right? Like some Jim Crow shit.
Yeah, so that could be discriminatory. So that is kind of like a fine line, as who are you to determine who's right, unless that person's obviously going to tell you.
Like, who the fuck is you to tell me that I'm mentally ill? And is it even legal for me to release according to the HIPAA law, for me to release my personal private information to you? Why is this your fucking business?
So somebody
or even if I do, is it not discriminatory for use that against me? You see what I'm saying? It's discriminatory, man. And it's just a lot of this gun control shit is creating more discrimination towards people. You know what I'm saying? They're just licensing more and more discrimination, whether it's racial discrimination, whether it's sexual discrimination, whether it's cultural discrimination. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's basically what you told me. I haven't heard it.
Right.
To me, it sounded like it was gender discrimination because of how you said
Would
that
she do that to a man?
she related, like, would she do some of the same questions or decisions or make certain things if it was a man coming to buy a gun? And that by itself, I think, is of course extremely wrong and shouldn't be considered at all with male or female.
But she said she
when
I think she corrected herself when I asked her. She said she'll ask anyway because it's mandated by the state. But XYZ, she always has to ask why. You know what I mean? But it's up to, she can't stop a person from giving a daggone thing, but she always recommends training. So she corrected herself on that aspect. I know a few of you guys was in that live the other night.
Okay, but I didn't hear it, so
I know a few of you guys was in a live that live the other guy. If a guy says that he wants to what?
Go home and run down a black guy, you're going to sell him a firearm. He could take
I
his
don't give
car
a
and do
fuck.
that.
If I owned the shop, I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, it's a business, right? And firearm shops nowadays in some states can be sued, right? For the dumbest shit, right?
You can't say I don't give a fuck though.
And you also could be sued for discrimination. I was just joking, but he wouldn't sell to me because of XYZ. But he felt like he was discriminating. But I was just being sarcastic because he asked me a stupid ass fucking question. You see what I'm saying? Personal experience, right? Personal experience. Before we actually got into firearms, we got a strange ass town we live in, right? And we got we got like, what is it? We got 0.17% black people in this town. So everybody pretty much know myself. They don't know her. They know me and Zadie. You know
Hi,
what I mean?
Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. They know me and Zeze.
Yeah, y'all are friendly.
Yeah, me and Zeze know the whole town knows Zeze and me. So it ain't that many. People of my African American ethnicity in my town, and we had more gun shops in the town. So I'm just browsing by. We were new in town. This is before I even got into firearms or whatever. I'm browsing around looking. It's like, hey, let's go check in this shop. And we took our nanny, right? We took Dawn. That's how long ago it was.
It was Dawn? Or
it was Dawn.
No, it was
we
Tiffany.
Took Stephanie to the range. That was after.
Tiffany went to the gun shop too, and she
went to
the
yeah. But we took Dawn. We took our nanny, and we just in town. Stupid.
I'm like, don't say nanny. You sound bougie.
Oh, anyway. I ain't saying nanny because Cassie said he sound bougie.
You sound bougie.
We went to the store, right? And we walked in there, and I was like, hey, let me check out this. Let me check out that. You know what I mean? And dude was like, what do you want a gun for? I kind of felt fucking offended. You see what I'm saying? And even though that's not a law right here today, I kind of felt offended. Like, if I feel like buying and shit, the small one that was on Main Street. Not this asshole that don't sell no guns. The one that closed down.
Okay.
The one that closed down. Motherfucker gonna ask me. Yeah, what Domino's is. Motherfucker gonna ask me what I want a gun for. What do I want to see it for? Because I fucking want to, and I'm here. I'm a patron. Give me some customer service or something. Make me feel welcome and shit. But that was shit. That was before the pandemic and before the scare and before, we started seeing a lot of presence of people that look like me, getting into becoming gun enthusiasts.
Okay, but I'm gonna say Jason said car is definitely every bit a weapon as a gun is. But that also is my point that to drive a car you need a license. So why say shouldn't provide?
Because a car wasn't in the Constitution, and the car said you don't have the right to bear.
I wouldn't be in the Constitution. Cars weren't invented by then.
Yeah, but you still motherfucking a car ain't there.
A
car is a privilege. Driving a car is a privilege. Driving a car is a privilege. Driving a car is a privilege. Having a firearm is a right. Is there a difference between a right and a privilege? What's the difference? Please tell me what's the difference between a right and a privilege. A right is actually a real life entitlement. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's exactly it, Silverback.
What is it?
That's the attitude people have until someone in their family gets hurt. Then they want to ask, why did they sell that person a firearm, knowing their intention?
Man, if one person don't sell it, the other motherfucker will. This is the reality of this shit. This is, and I was one of those people that got hurt. I ain't gonna why somebody or why these guns on the motherfucking street. The guns is on the street because ain't nobody else but fucking protecting nobody. It ain't nobody feeding nobody, and ain't nobody doing nothing for nobody. That's what it is. It's an act of selfishness. Until the war stops. That's why if you seen the damn thumbnail on Instagram, it was a perfect song. War, what is it good for? It ain't good for absolutely nothing. But until you figure that shit out, stay strapped. And that's how it is. There's no reason. There's no reason for the way the world is. This shit ain't fair. But until it becomes fair, strap up. You know what I mean? Or at least have. Who's that? Too Rich coming on here. Too Rich, you can't come on here, man.
And show your face.
You gotta show your face, man. Let us get to know you, man. You showing nice armaments and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Flexing on them.
What? They show your face.
Yeah, you gotta show your face. Yo, put the Knights armament on there. Your beautiful ass Knights box. You killing us.
Nah, white boy want the nice box. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. You got the Glock box, man. That's that thespian. That's that pedestrian right there, man. Pedestrian is Glock, man. You got to show that Knights armament box that you be flexing on. I seen you. You know I seen you.
I ain't got the box on the picture, man. I ain't got the box on the picture.
I see you.
You're still in the dark.
Yeah, you driving, man. You can turn the camera on. Drive home safe, man.
Oh, yeah. You good.
Drive safe, brother. Go ahead, man. Talk your shit.
What's going on with you, man? Hey, I be feeling crazy every time I go in the store and purchase a gun, bro, because I ain't gonna stunt. A lot of times, you know, when I go in there, man, you know, they gonna give you the iffy look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you rarely, you know what I'm saying? You really rarely catch that person that's gonna, you know, automatically, you know, jump to you and be sort of like open with you, man. I always get that energy, that vibe off of them when I'm going to purchase a gun. You know what I'm saying? And then it mess them up though, you know, because especially like when they realize you know about, you know, what you're looking for and what you into, you know, that sort of open them up on my end. Like, you know, that's how I really get to open most of them up, man.
I know Cass told me about an experience. Cass told me about an experience she had.
Store. But I mean, I'll say,
like even when you went to XCal before, and she said, I got a YouTube channel, and it was on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I showed them my YouTube channel.
Yeah, she showed her YouTube channel.
I initially felt very, even though I mean you have a right to get, I felt kind of nervous and weird about picking up a firearm. And I already himself would be like, he needs to be more relaxed about it, and I felt a little strange and audible.
And they make you feel like that. And it's a shame that they do.
I think it's a mixture of how you feel, because it depends on where, right? Because the one place that Armel took me to before I even got a firearm and stuff was they made me felt odd about wanting to see guns and look at guns and so on. But then two other places that I've been to, XCal and what other place called? Bullseye. They were welcoming. I didn't get any odd weird looks.
Let me tell you, if you out in Virginia, fine, man, so, Bullseye Firearms.
Bullseye.
Yeah, it's in Leesburg, Virginia, yo. These dudes is super fucking dope, yo. Super dope.
And XCal,
crazy welcoming. XCal is a daggone gun selling factory, yo. They hustle is on like 5,000. That shit like Disney. Yeah, welcome to XCal. Love you. They selling to every motherfucking body. They gonna make you buy more.
I mean XCal, you sell a lot of people of color though. You sell a lot.
Yeah, XCal, they selling you some shit.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't matter. I mean XCal,
that shit like the goddamn gun candy store. They selling. That shit is nonstop.
I told you I saw that gun with the box. I actually have a picture of my. I'm gonna show you. Everything was $29,950.
Yeah, they selling $30,000 guns like it's candy in that motherfucker. I'm telling you, they not fucking playing in there. They sell it. It's like, hey, you want to try it out? We gonna come in the rain and let's come upstairs and have some dinner.
Hey, Kingdom depends.
You
how
want some taco in that? You want some tacos in this motherfucker?
Kingdom depends.
So-
Ask if I bought a firearm from Excal.
Yeah, that's what we don't buy directly from the expensive ass. We
no,
we order.
I pick up.
we pick up because believe it or not, being members, our transfer fees
It's
are
like
like
$15
$15. So we pay a $15 transfer fee.
for so $15. So
Yeah, so that shit is like unheard of.
yeah. So
You
I
said-
mean, I pick up stuff there, but I don't because I mean, Arma is pretty good at finding.
I know everybody in the
firearm
store. I find shit for the low, bro.
for good prices online. So when he sees something really good, he just sends it there, and I go and we pick it up. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's it.
Yeah, XL prices be a little high though. Oh, they're putting out testers.
Huh?
XL putting out testers.
Testers for what? That shit about to be.
Remember I saw that white. What was it? Was it AR-15? The white one that I saw.
Yeah,
It was,
the white one. The AR.
You said Yogi actually ended up buying one. You said right? Was it
Yeah,
the white one? Yeah.
I don't know if it's that. I don't think she bought white.
But I mean, they actually have some pretty good looking firearm there, and the
Yeah.
price is not always bad. It's just
It's
that
not always bad. I just find
No,
shit
no.
cheaper online.
Armel is just a.
I'm a shopper because I do so much research and I'm like very peculiar about price. I'm not like an impulse buyer. You know?
shop to the price drop.
I watch it. I have like alerts on the phone and some shit. Watch it.
Or you see exactly. Yeah, $15 transfer fees fire. Exactly.
Yeah.
As a member, I mean, we're talking about XCal membership that's very. I mean, they have different tiers. We are not the $20,000
It's a
tier,
tier.
obviously, but they have different tiers, and they're all pretty affordable for what you're getting. And then they have that perk of the $15. And I think
Transfer
it doesn't matter how many guns is that.
Yeah, it's just one single
just one
$15.
$15. So I picked up one on one firearm. I won $15. And then the range thing, they had unlimited range time.
Yeah, and you
Some
have
other-
just unlimited range time
Mhm.
from 9 to 11 p.m. 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
expensive, man. They look like X-Cal look like they're expensive, man. They look
No,
Nah, it's
you know
not.
what it is? People think because it looks so fancy, the price is fancy. It's not. It's
Shit.
very much within reason of anything else around there that you can go to. I mean, one or two places that you can go to. It's not out of range. It's nice, but the price is not out of range. You have all different kinds.
And it's not even the most bougie place out here
What's
because
the most bougie?
Silver Eagle, that shit fire. The small place, it's small, but that shit fire though.
Silver Eagles is okay for me. Though,
Silver
I know.
Eagle
I thought it
fire,
was
yo.
okay. I mean, they have a nice
Silver
lounge.
Eagle got the fire, got the lounge.
They
The
have a
lounge in
nice
that
lounge.
bitch is like,
That shit right.
damn, bro.
It's nice. It's modern, but I don't think it's like.
That shit fire, yo. That shit like a country club.
Xcal has a nice lounge.
Xcal has more to offer, and it's for regular people. I think Silver Eagle is more exclusive.
Hey, dollar bill.
$2 Silver Eagle is a little bit more exclusive for more elitist ass people. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't necessarily agree.
Yeah, it's about the same. Them people got memberships at both
It's just that they're
places.
smaller.
I don't know how they pay for it. They got like executive memberships at both places.
I mean, is it $20,000 package or $10,000?
But I think Silver Eagle more catered to government contracts. So
Yeah.
that's the
They have
difference.
a, they have
It's
a
hard to
outdoor- they
get.
have a
It's hard to
outdoor
reserve
range,
lanes,
too,
and they have an outdoor range
but
there.
that's for like government contracts.
Yeah,
shooting
they should
small.
like they more cater to government contracts because that's
Yeah, I just think
that's
right.
this Washington D.C. area. Government.
Mm.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're straying off topic.
we're straying off topic, but check what
Oh yeah,
I don't
PSA straight.
Yeah,
PSA what?
Nah. I was reading Silverback comment, you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with PSA. I love PSA, but they have limits, bro.
Right.
That shit limited. That shit limited, bro.
I
got
still want that jackal. I gotta get that jackal, man. I want that jackal, but man, you know, since
Yo, I ain't finished doing the editing, man. Me and my man smashing that bass. We did a battle, yo, last weekend. We did a battle. We did a cheap versus expensive battle. We lined them bitches up. We pulled the PSA dagger up, man. This shit is crazy. I can't wait to get the footage. We did the PSA dagger against the motherfucking Glock 19, against the Glock 42, the Glock 43, against the motherfucking Bull Armory, against the Shadow Systems out this bitch or some shit and some other shit. We did an ill ass battle. It was dope. Dope. I ain't even edited the shit properly, man. I ain't even edited it. It was me and Smashing That Bass up on the mountain last week. We was up there. We had crazy fun. I don't know if y'all ever had experience. You went up there and you shot guns so much that you was tired when you left. You wasn't tired when you was just shooting, but we was just up there all day going. And by the time we rolled off that mountain, we was tired. He's like, yo, I'm tired. I said, yeah. It was like 5 hours of nonstop shooting. Straight. You know what I mean? It was crazy, man. But yeah, we did a little battle, cheap shit versus expensive shit battle. And we did the Palmetto AR against the Samurai AR against the BCM AR against the motherfucking Daniels AR against the Scar. We was out there bugging, yo, for real. We was out there bugging. We had a good time, man. But there's definitely PSA is all right. But as far as the little review, the little footage that we was trying to get, that shit doesn't hold its weight. It's a different type of experience, you know what I mean? It's definitely a different type of experience. You know what I mean? Once you put your hands on that real, it's definitely different. And the dagger is all right. You know what I mean? The Glock is all right. You know what I mean? That shadow shit is all right. But that Bull Armory was just fucking fire. That shit was, everybody was like, yo, you know what I mean? It was a dope ass thing, man. But yo, when you walk in the gun shop, let's get back to the topic, man. When you walk in the gun shop, man, it's like, hey, why you buying this shit? You know what I mean? Or you bring. This is what I tell. First time, my homeboy down in Florida, right? My man I grew up with, he down in Florida. He already bought his first couple just to get used to buying it Dutch. Just to get used to buying it, you know what I mean? Because motherfucker come out of New York City, motherfucker come out of Brooklyn, you say you could buy a gun? Shit, I walk in the store. So Dutch went in there and bought him a motherfucker. He bought him 3 guns at the same time down in Florida.
Miracle Tech.
Mira, what's up, baby? How you feeling, big guy?
Oh, y'all press the like button, please.
Yeah, we looking good, man. I'm loving it. So Dutch goes in there. My man I grew up with. He goes in there. He bought 3.
Oh shit! Look, before you go off.
What? Who? Kingdom Defense? You going to Excal tomorrow, Armel? I'm in VA until Monday.
Why didn't you say something?
You should have hit me on IG. I'll be there. That shit ain't nothing. I will definitely come. What you want?
Yeah, ping him afterwards.
Yeah. Just hit me up. You should have said something, man. And we was in Manassas where you be at today. We was at Camp World, checking out some campers, great, man.
Prices are really good. Man.
We was in Manassas like almost all day today. We was because we shopping for a camper, but like you said, I'm not an impulse buyer. I take my time and I feel stuff out. I gotta have stuff. Gotta be right with me. Yeah. Everything gotta be on tune with me. Really and we also, seriously, me and her, we barely ever agree. But we have to agree on certain things, especially a major purpose.
We actually agree.
For a major purpose, we have to both agree on it.
Oh, he said he arrived around noon today.
Oh, that's dope. I was out there, man. That's good. I'll be out there. That ain't nothing. You want to go to Escal, you want to go up in the mountain, man.
Where you want to go shoot? You want to go outdoor?
But he got them fancy pistol guns.
Yes, indoor.
So you bought the pistol, so we on indoor. We could go indoor, man. We can go.
Are
and
y'all
go.
coming down? When is? Oh no, we didn't.
We literally live like 20 minutes away.
No, he's talking OG dollar bill asking.
OG
going-
$2,
Oh,
man.
we're going to.
That's like next week, $2, ain't it?
I think we got so caught up into.
I got so caught up in my week of madness, man. I'm trying to figure my shit out. I'm supposed to be in North Carolina right now. I'm supposed to be in North Carolina right now.
New York too.
And she's supposed to be in New York. And we got so caught up, we just took a break today. You know, we get in the car, I was like, we're not talking about none of this shit. None of the real world shit today. We just going to relax and we're going shopping and looking for a bug out vehicle.
We didn't do anything.
For when shit come apart. So we just kicked in, relaxed.
That's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, it's 2 weeks from now. So we
Mhm.
still got 2 weeks to figure it out then. Because I'm telling you, those tickets to Atlanta is dead cheap.
Yeah.
But we got our baggage right over here. That's a little bit of a complication. This one over here with listening to Coco Melon. So we just got to figure out. All we got to do is figure out the move,
Babysitting.
our child care situation. So once we figure out our child care situation, then we could rock.
You know, I don't feel like leaving Zeze.
And we don't like leaving her because she's a mini me. She hard to deal with.
Well, there's a little bit of evidence of that.
She's a mini me. She hard to deal with.
There's a lot of evidence of that. That's an Arnold tantrum right there.
Oh my God.
That just goes on for days.
Yo, a tantrum go on for days. You know what I mean? Not a couple of hours.
Show.
Armel show.
That's what you get used to. You should get that tantrum going on forever.
So we just got to figure out our child care situation.
Yeah.
You know, but those tickets is like from here was like $99 round trip. $99 round trip. Get
Hey,
it.
smashing that bass.
Smashing that bass, man.
We're just talking about you.
We just talking about you.
wanna
You
go
ain't
shooting
late,
tomorrow?
man. Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
ain't
not
on.
here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you out of
hold
town.
up. Yeah, I thought he was going out of town.
Are you out of town smashing that bass? Are you still out of town? Because Kingdom depends. What time you have to figure out what time it's gonna meet to go.
Just hit me on DM. I'm gonna hit you on a DM. And just DM me when you're ready to go there. That's easy, man. That's dead easy shit. That's like a 20-minute
he's at
drive.
home. Well,
Oh, okay.
Kingdom Defense and
You want to go to Excalibur, man?
Going shooting tomorrow. Everybody in the area want to go shooting.
Anybody in the area want to go shooting? But that mountain thing, smashing that bass. Come in here and tell them about that mountain, man. That's a well kept secret. That I only invite very few people up to my little private sanctuary, man. But yeah, smashing that bass. Come on here and tell them about my mountain, man. Because you experienced it firsthand.
Oh, you said TikTok. TikTok is available.
Huh?
No. Just confused on TikTok available.
I gotta send out this stuff, man. I've been so preoccupied this week, man.
Well, you need sizes and addresses.
I got everything. I just tuned out. I tuned out this week, man. I mean, I'm tuned out this weekend. You know what I mean? This is the first thing that I've done.
I'm gonna
Two way.
switch sides because she keep coming around.
So what?
Yeah, but still.
Okay, switch sides. Go over there.
Come on this side with me.
Cassie, just move your butt over.
Come on, baby.
I like this side better anyway.
No, you're supposed to be on that side anyway.
I'm supposed to be to the left.
Mm.
Yeah, so.
Is it? Come on, baby. Baby, I bought you strawberries, you know. Okay?
Yeah. So we went looking for these daggone campers, right? So every camper that we walked into and previewed the salesman show, Zay goes in there, takes her shoes off, and lays on the couch on the bed instantly. Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
But that's how you know that's one she likes, yo.
That's the one. But she likes all of them.
She goes in and take her shoes off.
She goes in and takes the shoes
and then I
off.
can't get her to come out.
You can't get her to come out. Especially, we know the one that she really wanted when she definitely didn't want to come out because the AC was on it. Boy, oh boy, yo, that it was a
Hey,
heck of a
guns
day.
don't argue. Hey, how
Guns
are you?
don't argue. What's up, man?
Miracle Tech.
Miracle Tech. Hey, but for real though, man, what do y'all think, man? Y'all think it should be like people should daggone what's the name?
That working on now? Shit. You need to tell everybody about this shit.
No,
Oh,
I
don't
ain't
say
telling
it's
nobody.
working.
Everybody know about this shit. It's not.
But it's working for you. You want me
Give
to
my
tell
stuff.
you?
No, don't talk about my shit. This is private information.
Don't know that you don't. You
This
don't
is
think
private
shit is-
information.
shit
Give
is
me my
secret?
drink.
You should. It's
Leave
secret.
me alone, man. Leave me alone. Why you all up in my shit?
Hey, dude, knowledge.
Do knowledge. What's up, man? Yo, but for real though, they kind of like when I go up in a spot, man, and it's another spot out here. I ain't gonna say the name of the spot, but every time we go out there, we were going in there. They got some dope stuff, right? But every time we go in there, these guys be, you know what I mean? They be stink eyeing. You know what I mean?
You still going there?
I don't go in there no more. But
Oh, you
still.
finally listen to me.
Huh?
You finally listen to me.
Yeah, I don't go in there no more, man.
Okay.
Every time I go in this particular shop, you know what I mean? These cats are stink eyeing me like, yo, they
Yeah.
don't want to
I
ask
told
no
you.
questions. There's like, hey,
Hey, Miracle Tech.
you ask to see something, they be like, here. For what? Yeah, I would, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. It's
I
like,
remember-
can I show you a sky? Like they probably sell the motherfucker some cheap bullshit, some
think you don't know no
tourists and
better.
shit
They
because you don't
assume
know
that
no
they
better. You know what I
can't
mean?
afford the
Because there's
expensive
or they think you can't afford it. You see what I'm saying? And I be on some shit like my brother be motherfucker. He just buy some shit just because a motherfucker think he don't got it. But I ain't gonna do no shit like that because if you show me some shitty shit, I ain't gonna. You give me
Well,
the
you know
stink
what?
eye. I ain't buying
completely-
nothing from
okay,
you.
I'm gonna tell you. That's something that I used to do. You know, I like food, right? So I used to go into, at least when I lived in New York, I used to go in some real expensive restaurants, and then sometimes they give you the side eye. Then I'd order really expensive meals like lobster or steak or something. Have a really good time and leave a huge tip. And as always, they give you a side look like, oh, so maybe she can afford it here or something. I used to do
Yeah.
that sometimes.
So I go
Yeah.
into a spot with my brother.
I'll do that. I used to do that, especially when it comes to food, because I like really good food.
So we go to a store with my brother back in the days, and my brother he used to handle a little bit of change, and we go in the store, and the lady at the store was like, "Well, you can't." He's like, "Well, this shirt is $1,200, you know," and we just like sitting there, and he's like, "Well," she's like, he said, "Can I see it?" Because they have everything in the showcase. She's like, "Well, this $1,200, you can't see it." He said, "All right." He said, I'm a double XL. Give me 4 of them.
Yeah, he probably
And she just looked at him like, huh?
You shouldn't have given her that commission. Should get somebody
I
else.
said, that's what I told him. I was like, fuck her. She was like, she
should
not
get-
telling
you
you
should
how
get-
much it costs. Like you don't know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was just intending on buying one, but she made him feel like he
But
was
she
less
probably got
than or
commission
could
from it, so
or
I get-
didn't
but
know
I
nothing
get
about
it, though.
nothing.
I get it though. 'cause
But
I've done
he
that.
was splashing, he was flexing on it, you know what I mean? That's how we were raised. We do shit like that. But at the same time, I wouldn't have get me growing up 50-year-old arm out. I'm not doing no shit like that. You know what I
Just
mean?
to prove a point.
Just to prove I don't gotta prove shit to nobody. Just to prove a point is that shit played out. That shit back in the day type shit. I'm not just proving a point. But I don't feel like you should be questioning me. If I'm in there and I like something, either I'm gonna buy it or I'm not. You know what I mean? There's nothing. The only thing you can tell me is whether I'm gonna buy more shit. You know what I'm saying?
Smashing that basket.
Smashing that bass. Come on in here, bro. What's good,
Hey.
man?
What's up?
Ain't nothing, man. Tell these people about my secret hideaway.
That shit is dope as fuck.
Tell them about my secret outdoor hideaway.
That shit is dope. Like I almost went back this weekend by myself.
You work today?
No, I haven't worked. I didn't work Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I've been home too. I had to take a break. I took off yesterday. I took off Friday. That's it. I took off Friday, and I'm off already on Monday. But anyway, right? Tell me about my secret hideaway spot, man.
So the I guess short range you call it. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Short
It
range.
goes, it goes out to 110 yards. With still targets. Which still targets are at what, like 50 and 110.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got like pallets set up, and you can that's like probably about 5 yards, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe another, I don't know, the next set of pallets are out at like what, 50.
Yeah.
And you also have still targets out at 50, and you have another set of pallets out at 110, another set of still targets out at 110. That shit. See, the thing is, I like still targets because you can hear the hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The crazy
Like,
thing about smashing that bass, he gets up there, right? They got like man-sized steel targets, right? And then they got man-sized steel targets inside a fucking tube. So they kind of like harder to hit because I was like, what are you shooting at, right? So I'm spotting him because he's like lining up his red dot and shit. Because it was, a fresh new AR. He ain't never stretched that shit out yet. And the Samurai arms jump up. I was like, what the fuck are you shooting at? He was missing like a motherfucker. He's like, not that one, because I'm looking at the wrong shit. He said, I was like, damn, man, pick an easier target to line your red dot up for him, man.
yeah, I was looking at the 110.
Yeah, he was way the fuck out there. I'm like, in a little shit in the tube. I'm like, pick an easier target, like shoot the shit at the closer one, just to line your sights up at the like 90 or whatever the fuck it is. Just to line
show his aim, man.
Yeah, but you just trying to get your shit right, get the red dot right.
Yeah.
It's crazy though.
No, but I mean, we got dialed in at the 110, but
yeah, that shit was crazy.
I was hitting with I had the 22, the Taurus TX competition 22, and I was hitting with the red dot at 50 and 110 with it.
Yo, that place is a hidden gem, and it's a little bit out the way, and it's not a good place to have an event because you see how hard it is to get up that fucking mountain.
No, it is. I mean, like, you're not taking the cars up there. You gotta at least have like some kind of like SUV or a truck to get up there. Like, you're not getting up there in no Honda Civic.
Nah, her sister got up there with the Beamer.
Oh, and the Lexus.
And the Lexus.
Really?
My family came and Armin insisted that he's gonna take them shooting up the mountain.
And everybody like, yeah, let's go shoot.
So there are three.
Yeah, but
it was a Lexus, and it was a BIM, a small.
It was
BIM.
and your uncle thing.
BMW.
So it's a BMW, a Mercedes, and a Lexus going up that mountain.
Yeah, but it's going to depend on how much rain they've had too, because the rain's going to wash away and expose more rocks. So I don't know how well they keep up with it. But when me and you went up, there was a lot of big rocks exposed. So you know what I'm saying? You got
rocky. The whole mountain is granite though, for real.
No, but it's legit because it's a private. It's private property. So like they have two big ass lakes you can fish. You don't need a fishing license, and they got trails you can ride.
Yeah, it's good for ATV. The beach is pretty cool. I mean, they have a lot of cute hiking, camping. It's just a lot of cool amenities.
Yeah, me and our male next year are definitely going to take my side by side up there. We're definitely doing some trails.
Yeah, next year.
I ain't got the money to find. I've had a lot of shit happen lately, man. I ain't got a lot of money right now.
Club, man. That ain't an excuse to pull the toys out, bro. Join the club, bro. We got them toys. We got to use them.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I got a pop tire. I got replaced on the side by side, and I got to get trailer tags. Like
just get everything ironed out. You know, when the time comes, roll it out. You know.
Yeah. Last week, dude, I've had a lot of shit happen, man.
Last week, I had a week. I have a week of Mondays, bro. Join the goddamn club.
This week has been a crazy week.
This week has been absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah.
This week was a week. This was hell week
for you and me.
Yeah, this was hell week, yo.
Yeah, we all have it.
Both of our little worlds was like, what the fuck?
Yo, talk about fighting off the devil this week, boy.
It's like everything that things are just going wrong. Like what the fuck?
Yo, talk about fighting the devil. That's what this week was. But yo, Yo, the devil can't steal my joy because I'm still fly. I'm too fly for this shit. They can't
Yo,
fuck with me. You just keep it
yo,
pushing.
there's dudes were dope as shit too, man.
Yeah. They hit me on IG, man.
So they
I
hit me
still
up
ain't
too.
edited the GoPro video. So what do
So
you
what-
think though? What do you think though, Bass? About they had the ladies from MD Arsenal on the Turkey channel the other day, right? They had the ladies from MD Arsenal on the Turkey channel the
Yep.
other day.
I agree to Rich.
So do
Never
you
get
need you think a
bombardment.
person needs a reason to purchase a firearm? Like when they go up to a counter and say, "Hey, give me this 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum." He's like, they ask you, have you ever owned a firearm before? And you said no. And they tell you, well, I don't think you should buy this one. No, I'm buying this fucking one. What do you think about some shit like that?
No, I mean I don't think anyone should sway your opinion. I mean, if you have a reason or an opinion as to why you
Do you need a reason to buy a firearm? Do you feel a person needs a reason to buy a firearm?
No, I don't.
You buy it just because the fuck you want it, right?
Yeah, that's what the fuck I do. I got listen, man, I got shit like so I guess it depends on what you're talking about. Like I know a lot of people talk about survival and shit, but like outside of survival, you don't need any gun other than what you think you might need to survive in a shift situation, right? Like you really don't need it, but doesn't mean you don't want it. You don't need a BMW you bought. You could buy a fucking Pinto, right?
That's what I said.
So you know, it's all in what you want, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I agree 100%. So what has happened is, say if you were a gun shop owner, right, and a female coming there, 5'0", right? She comes in there and she's like, "Hey, I want to buy a gun." Her dad gonna purchase her purchasing. She had to get a purchasing license, and that purchasing license is like 1 day old, and she never shot a firearm in her life, right? And she walks in and is like, "Oh, this is cute. Let me buy this." Would you deter against that?
Nah.
Me either. Would you say, I think you may need some training?
No, if that's what she wants, go for it.
I think for real, training is a new firearm hustle, bro. I was trying to tell Cass that shit like forever and a day, man. Maybe it might wear on her. That training is a fucking hustle since 1914 when they started the NRA. Them New York boys figured out, how can we make money off of guns without selling guns? Let's get training.
I'll look at it this way.
Every other Google fucking YouTube. I'm about to get the training game too.
You're saying her training license or whatever expired. That's what you're saying, right?
I don't know how it worked in that state in Maryland. I don't know how Maryland.
No, but I'm saying you were given a scenario, right?
Yeah, she got her training. I don't know what the purchase, how Maryland works as far as the you need a license or something to purchase.
Right.
Oh, you lived there before. I don't know.
But I'm saying you were given a scenario, right? So
so somebody walked in there and they said they wanted this motherfucking. They wanted a 1911. Right.
Yeah.
1911 45, and it's their first firearm purchase. And so the question was, do you know how to use this? Have you had any training on this? Why are you using it?
And what was the response from the purchaser?
Regardless of the fucking response. Because
okay, and that's cool. And if you're not given a response for that, you don't know that she didn't have a cousin or an uncle or a brother or another sister or whatever.
The problem is
right? that hold on, let me talk.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if she had another family member or whoever. She might have shot 10,000 rounds of that shit before she went to actually go purchase that, right?
She never shot a gun. That was the scenario.
Oh, she never shot a gun. Okay. Right. Sorry. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to feel. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, maybe you might want to sway her towards something, with a little less kick, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if that's what that person wants to purchase, then go for it. But I
Purchase it because it's cute.
right. But I'm saying if I worked at a gun store, I honestly probably would sway her towards something a little less if she's never shot anything of
You
that
ask her,
caliber.
why are you buying it? Okay, say it was a something simple, SIG 360.
Okay, it's a 9mm.
All right. Say it was something small like that, and she's purchasing it, right? Don't
Yeah.
got that much kick. It's small frame, or whatever, right? Or a SIG 322 or whatever that thing is, right? She's buying,
Right.
and you ask her, "What are you purchasing this firearm for?" Is
Uh-huh.
that any of the vendor or the sellers, the retailer's business?
You know, I saying that you literally just contradicted yourself.
What I'm asking is, does a person need a reason to purchase a firearm?
No, they don't need a reason, but depending on why they're purchasing could determine the caliber, in my opinion.
Do not say,
You saying that he's contradicting what he says.
huh?
He's contradicting what he says.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying.
Well, I don't,
Yeah.
maybe I don't understand it.
Yeah, I think you had to hear the conversation because I may not be articulating it properly. Basically,
Yeah.
pretend I'm a female, right?
Uh huh.
Pretend, don't get it fucked up. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all in the audience, don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. I don't do that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
men wear
But
dresses
for
back
real,
in the day. It
you
was
see
no
this?
big deal.
This is alpha, baby. Yo, it ain't lander.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna come chime in.
Go ahead.
Usually, a first-time buyer would have some kind of insecurity or unsure, even if they research something online,
Mhm.
right? A first-time buyer is still gonna have some kind of insecurity. So sometimes that may actually show the nervousness of asking for a gun or this is what I want to buy. It wouldn't be unusual for that person to say, hey, tell me a little bit more about it,
Mhm.
and would want more explanation.
So you're seeing someone that's never shot a firearm at all.
No, okay. I think we need to frame the initial thing. The initial thing was that if somebody were to come and if somebody would come purchase a gun, do you have a right to ask them why they want to purchase it, right?
Should you have the right?
Should you have the right to ask them? And the
No.
buyer, okay, I agree with that. But the question was that one of the things that I was saying was that they should get some kind of basic training or basic something to say.
Fuck training.
This is how you use a gun to at least basic safety.
Training is
Basic
an
safety
option.
instructions, basic safety thing to know.
Armel, I agree with your wife.
Training is an option. Listen,
Armel, I agree with your wife.
you can agree with her
Right?
all you want. That's your right. But this is what I'm saying. What if
Because
it's a blonde person? Cut out the female. What if it's a blonde dude? He walks in there and he said he want to buy a gun. And the reason why I brought that up because one of my favorite gun reviewers is blonde as fuck.
But he has gun handlers, Armel. Do you ever see him live do shit, or he's all edited shit?
He's a fucking YouTuber.
Okay, so it's
Anybody know Mel Sheet? What's his name? I can't pronounce his
So does he
name.
do live shit or
Do
edited
knowledge.
shit?
Tell me this guy's
Is
name,
it
man.
edited or is it live? Does he do live things or
He shoots the motherfucker. That motherfucker like an encyclopedia of guns,
I'm
bro.
not saying he's
And
not.
he a dope ass dude.
But
You
I'm
ever
saying
watched him?
You said I've
Bass?
never helped him. I never watched him. What I'm saying is that could be. You said to me that he has helpers. He has
Yeah,
people help him
he
and
keep a
stuff.
safe situation when he shoots,
Yeah,
but
is
most
it
of the time he
Machado,
don't shoot.
Machado, what you pronounce this shit?
Yeah, that dude.
So let me. I guess I'll put it this way.
You ever
And-
watched him?
What?
This guy?
He says there's another person called Geneva who blind you.
Mashako. Geneva is one of the ladies in the chat.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Mira's her wife. Geneva's Mira's wife.
So I'll put it this way. Going back to your wife's point, I guess, is that you don't necessarily, I think, have to have training to buy a firearm, but if you've never shot, if
Hold up.
you've never shot a firearm, right, and you don't have any training, but you have someone that's willing to give you that and show you the safety of it, I don't see a problem with you buying the firearm and then going out with that person and them showing you the safety of a firearm and how to use it. Does that make sense?
Option. Because you could take the firearm, take it home, and put it in the drawer and leave it there.
Yeah,
No, you could, but I'm saying if you're buying if you never bought a firearm and you're buying a firearm with the intentions of going out to the range and using it with someone,
What
that
if you don't
can
have any
teach you.
intentions? That's what I'm saying.
okay, but you buy a firearm for just to go look at it, put it in a case and look at it. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
I would love to do that, but the shit that I want to look at, I can't afford
Bullshit.
it. Real shit.
One of the things I was saying, and that was also the controversy, was that I think there should be some kind of basic requirement that you should at least learn basic safety measures of how to use a gun. That's what I think. Basically,
So you're saying it's mandatory? It should be mandatory.
it should be.
I think it should be mandatory for them to teach civics in school, but at the same time, doing an 1800 history lesson, right?
What's up, Bobby?
Because I happen to have
What you doing?
some paperwork
that.
that I
Stop doing
saying
that.
that I
Stop
know
doing
some
that.
sort of history or something, right? So with history
What happened
lessons,
to my phone?
when they try to deter people in America from voting certain social classes, whether it was Irish or whether it was black or whether it was immigrants from voting and creating their own voting block, they said, well, you shouldn't vote because you don't know what you're voting for, and you need to take a class and a test and all of this shit before you have the capability to vote. That's the same tactics that these people are using on firearms. You should have training before you can have a right to practice.
I didn't say it was intense training.
No, I don't think.
I'm just saying basic shit.
Just basic shit. How does a government work? What are the three branches of government? That shit is basic shit.
I don't think.
But most Americans don't know that shit.
I don't think you should have. I don't think you should have to have a card that says that I'm safe to use this firearm when you buy it. I think that's the responsibility of the buyer, right? So I think it's common sense to say, okay,
you
I
buy
don't.
anything the fuck you want that you could pay for.
I agree with you, but I'm saying, but I
As long as
I
it's
feel
not
like it's.
illegal.
I feel like it's on the person that's buying it to understand that they have the responsibility for it, right? You have the responsibility to drive down the road with your car.
You 100% right, Bass. It's a responsibility. A person can buy what the hell they want, but they have to live with responsibility and having a right. Jova, you giving us a civics lesson, but yeah, you better stop before you wait for a little. Yo,
My wig, right? Yeah, this is my third wig I found. I got my wig.
yo,
I think
check,
I'm out of wigs now.
but for real though, right? You made me forget what the hell I was saying. But for real though, right?
You were talking about responsibility.
To buy something, a right, is an entitlement. If you have a right to vote, what you do with that, you have to be responsible for. If you vote for a prick and that prick becomes the official and fucks you over, you voted for him. You have to take responsibility of. With rights comes responsibility, right?
Of course.
With every right comes responsibility. Like if you say something, you have to be accountable for the shit that you said. Your word has to be bond. It has to mean something. You know what I mean? You have to be accountable for that. And that's period. But it don't mean you can't say what the fuck you want to say. You just have to be responsible for the shit that you do say.
Okay, I'm going to respond to what Mento's saying.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying it should be a test. I'm just saying that you should at least have 15 minutes or some kind of minutes.
Read the fucking book. It comes with a book. Just mandate the firearms destruction, the firearms manufacturer to come up with a goddamn safety manual. Just have one.
This is a
two. This is all I have.
No.
Jesus.
I can tell you
my drinking habits, man. Leave me alone.
I can tell you years ago, probably 16 years ago, when I got my shit from Maryland, when I lived in Maryland, you had to take like it was like a 10-minute course. So you had to watch the videos and then you had to answer, I think it was like 10 questions at the end of it. And you had to score a certain amount. I forget what the percentage was, but you'd retake that as many times as you wanted, and you had to turn that into the I think it was the police department, and then you could go get your handgun.
Oh, I don't know how that shit worked,
And does it
but
now?
that shit, you know what?
It's
When I
different
researched
now.
that, right? When I researched that, right, a lot of that shit was Jim Crow laws. You know what I mean? Because back in the days, it's even before firearms became a big issue. Back in the days, it was vote. If you wanted to vote, if you wanted to register to vote, you had to go through all of these hoops. You had to take this test. You could take it as many times as you want, and this and that. But if you didn't pass it, and or after you pass it, you had to take it to the sheriffs to make sure that it was official or authenticated. And then after that, they authenticated that you passed and you were good, you were able to vote. You know what I mean? If you want to, like, say general contracting, you know what I mean? Cass is a general contractor. You know what I mean? Say for instance, she's trying to get work like these immigrants coming in here. She's trying to get some work and she want to get a license. And this is the only thing she know how to do. She came in there. She a carpenter. She an electrician. She a plumber. This is what she knows how to do. She trying to get some money doing that. And in Virginia, for instance, you can't just fucking do it.
In DC you can, but
In
Virginia,
DC, you can. In
you have
certain
to go
states, you
through
can.
a couple of hoops.
But in Virginia, you can't just walk. I've been a plumber for 30 years in New York. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking plumber. I know this shit. You come down to Virginia, none of that shit you did in New York count. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nothing counts.
It's the same thing with electrical work.
It's the same thing with electrical work because the state mandates your licensing. But
Yep.
that's fine and dandy because being able to practice your trade is a privilege in that jurisdiction because they
Yep.
got 8 million motherfuckers that willing to do it. But owning a firearm is a right. And that's the thing that I'm talking about. But just for Cass got her contracting license, right? Cass gets her contracting license. She has to park her license and go through hoop and then go through a board for these fat old motherfucking 70-year-olds who they don't have nothing else to do with their life to say, hey, I don't think you should have it, or you should have it, even after she passed the test and paid all of this fucking money.
Yeah, I did pass the test.
And they still have to approve it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A board have to approve it. And what if that board is racist and say, I don't think this black person should have this, or a woman should have this because she ain't do it long enough.
Well, I mean, as a female,
Or she ain't been properly trained.
well,
So you mean to tell me just because
As
she
a
can't
female-
cut a miter that she can't run a fucking general construction company better than these fucking
actually,
assholes?
you
see what I'm saying?
But you know, I've encountered
Those are Jim Crow laws.
But you know, I've encountered where I've met contractors like electricians, plumbers, whatever, and the first assumption was that I don't know anything. And one of them even said to me, "Well, I'd prefer if I spoke to I could refer you to someone, but he prefer if you have a general contractor who you could speak to." And I'm like, asshole.
I am a
passed that
general
shit.
contractor.
I am the general contractor.
She is a general contractor. And check this shit.
Yeah,
the crazy
that
shit
was
about it
how
is
much I know.
once you park your license at a company, that license has to stay at that company. You can't have a freelance license. At least in Virginia, you can't.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't have a freelance license. Like you
You
can't
have to
freelance.
park it at a company.
So, like, say I work for my company, right? My license is parked there. You see what I'm saying? I can't take my license and go work for Cass on some side shit legally. Because
In that state, in that state or county.
In the fucking state of
well,
Virginia.
Unless you have to, yeah. So that company that your license would have to be the subcontractor, but you individually, not really supposed.
You have to file a foreign agent.
I mean, what
it's complicated.
What I do personally,
but that's some Jim Crow shit, so somebody else can't come in and get the money.
Well, what
Anyway,
I do personally is that I GC my own projects anyway, and that's how I circumvent that, where I GC my own projects. And I hire my own people so I can hire and fire them as I could, and I get my own permits. That's how I get around that nonsense.
Yeah, but it's just like absolutely insane the way they stop people from getting established. So I'm sitting here, right? They got general contractors in Virginia. You would think that it's millions of them, right? But it's literally only it's less than fucking 10,000 fucking general contractors in the whole state of Virginia.
Actually licensed. It's very
Who
competitive
actually
here.
licensed
Yeah, and even the ones
in the
who
whole
claim that
state
they're
with like
licensed
God
don't
knows
know
how many
shit.
million fucking people.
The ones who are licensed don't know shit.
And the ones that's licensed is just
I've
like
hired
they got a
couple-
license that got passed down from the passed down from the passed down from the passed down that could be fucking inherited. You know what I'm saying? So because they eating off of that shit for 3-4 generations, they not allowing nobody else to come in and take some of their fucking profit shit. This shit is nuts, yo.
I mean,
and guns is becoming the same shit. I'm telling you. This shit is to maintain. This gun control shit is to maintain the status quo. So they putting up as many hurdles as they can to maintain the status quo.
Let me answer this.
Oh, you're right.
Technically, if you're licensed and certified, it has to be you have to be tied to a company. So officially, it has to be that company that's going to be a subcontractor for my company. But people try to do side things all the time. But officially, you're supposed to be doing it under a company to do a sub work for someone else.
It's the same in New York, though, but it's a little looser in New York. It's the same as New York. In New York City, it's a little stricter.
Buy a license? No, not really. I mean, people use other people's license and they try to figure a way around it. You know, it's not legal.
That's what a lot of the guys, the immigrant workers, do. They use somebody else's license.
But legally, you cannot because actually they advise you not to because if something go wrong, it's hard to sue and get because you shouldn't also legally you're not supposed to hire somebody who's unlicensed. I mean, they have classes. For like a C class, you can only take a job up to $1,000 for each.
And they monetary cap the shit.
Yeah, so C license is up to $1,000, so small work. B license is up to $120, and then A is above $120 per job. So officially, if you have a C license, which is the easiest one to get, because I've done C and B.
You got to do all of them.
Yeah,
in tandem.
Only A class you can really supposedly do major projects, and that's a very, very hard test. Even when I did my test,
then you have to maintain another license for 2 years before, or 4 years before you can get
and
that
there's time. You have to show time of having done certain
and
things.
jobs.
But even when I passed my license, when I sit down, I did both the B and C at the same time. I just knocked it out. That was almost 2 hours or 3 hours. I remember how long. But the lady wasn't surprised that I passed out the first time. And I'm like, well, I had prior experience.
She's licensed in New York as well, so it was easier for her.
Yeah, it was. I mean, but still, the test was more challenging than I thought it would have been based on what I studied. But I passed. So, but still, it's just that it's a little bit more trickier when it comes to Virginia.
So it was Virginia was the trickiest she ever did, and she's licensed in multiple states, right? But I'm telling you, your license has to be parked with a company. Like, say I park my license at my company, I can't do no work outside of my company.
You have to be subcontracted as a company doing the work.
But
people figure a way around
that shit is
illegal. But
you figure out the way. But for real, it shouldn't be that goddamn hard. If this is what I do, this is what I do. Let me own my work. Period. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, people use other people's licenses, but it's not legal because when things go down, you can't really sue because you are committing a crime if you're hiring somebody who's not licensed to do that work.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
You licensed or not, you still gotta have insurance.
I mean, like I said, what I do is that
this is a scam.
But the thing is, you can personally.
And insurance is a new hustle. So there's 2 hustles in a gun game. One is training. The other hustle is insurance. And I would have seen this shit so far ahead of time, man. I'd have been a fucking billion trillionaire by now, bro. Training and insurance. That's the gun game hustle right now. It ain't the guns. These insurance companies get paid way more than any fucking gun dealer ever. You know what I mean? These insurance agents get paid way more than every goddamn gun dealer I know. The other side of it is training. These motherfuckers is eating. trainers, if they're doing their business right, they're eating. Average training class, you got man, they eating, yo. If you doing your shit right and marketing your shit, most trainers is going for like between $150 and $1,000 a lesson.
Sound like you should be doing it.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Trainer, and insurance.
Are you talking 1,000 a person or 1,000 a session?
Huh?
You talking 1,000 a person for the training?
Certain classes, like you go to
Open
Mr.
it, I'm not
Haley
giving it
class.
to you.
If you go to one of them fancy dancy classes who marketing their shit properly, you know what I mean, Navy SEAL jump out the airplane. Man, Duke Knowledge and the Tactical Turkeys did them people gave them motherfuckers a discount class, bro. Cause the shit that I thought they were charging too low. I was like, damn, man, that's a cheap ass class, man, for what they getting out of it. How much the average class at SCAL is $150 per person, and that's like a basic class. You know what I mean? That's not the real deal. With you coming in there and you doing some Avon Ellie type shit, and you going for it. Those classes is in the damn near thousands, bro.
So what do you think? What do you think a good price is for a good class? Like, where are you going to get some real knowledge?
Yo, don't ask me that, because my thing is always the same. $360.
Okay. Is that your magic number?
360 is my magic number. 360 times 3. That's my magic number. 360 pays for anything.
Yo,
I feel if a person a 300.
Knowledge say he do, but he does it because of the love of the game.
He does it for the love of the game, and that's what I just said, dude. Yo, dude, that's what I just said. You discounted shit. How much does for what you actually do, for what you actually teach? How much is it really worth? He did it for the love, but it's rarely you meet real people like that who do it for the love, who teach people for the love, who give their information for the love.
You see what Mike Hen says?
What?
You seen for
a 2-day class is $1,200, man. That shit the new goddamn gangster, bro. What the fuck you selling guns for when you can be training motherfuckers? That shit to get 10 people in a class at $1,200, right? How much motherfucking money is that?
$12,000.
$12,000 in 2 days. That shit is beautiful. And all you doing is talking shit, and half that shit ain't even real anyway.
Yo, look who's but dude now it's $75 an hour.
That ain't enough.
He did like 2
dude, that's not enough.
And
man.
look who's here.
Who's here? Alvin Battle. Get the fuck out of here. Drop that link. Motherfucking Dutch, come in here. You ain't gotta show your face.
Oh, that's Armel's friend.
Dutch.
That's Armel's friend since he was like 5 years old.
Yo, that's my friend since that's my dude since I was 8 years old, man. That's my dude. Afro Dutch. You know what I mean? And I spoke about him earlier today when I talk about, he went to Florida and went ape shit and got him a couple of arms, you know what I mean? A couple of firearms. Now he want to be all tacked out. Cat sent me texts every day. I said, don't buy that bullshit. But that's the gun snob in me, you know what I mean? Like, why should I even care what if you're gonna spend their money on? But I couldn't recommend. I can't co-sign a motherfucker buying no bullshit. You know what I mean?
He's first coming out. He's gonna be shy right now.
Yeah, he ain't gonna come on. I know Dutch ain't gonna come on.
Hey Dutch though. Hey.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you, man. I'm happy to see you. But for real though, training is a new hustle, bro. Training is a new hustle. And just it's so big of a hustle, the states is jumping on board to the training hustle. Whenever you see the government doing some shit, you know it's a hustle. You jump on the government shit because the government is requiring people get this training and that training and this training. And the NRA was the first to pioneer the training shit. They the boss. They done made my man done bought airplanes off of NRA training bullshit, yo.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not saying this is everyone, but a lot of people think the world's coming to an end in the next year. So
that's where I get R&B.
So
Yo, we
they're
ain't
gonna
gonna get
charge
into that.
they're gonna
Yo,
charge that money.
yo, I ain't gonna get into that because I have my
Yo, that's
own feelings about that shit. But yo, my entire life, you know what I mean? The way I grew up, man. And I don't know, Bass, if you ever heard of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Have you ever
No,
heard of him?
Oh, just
no,
one more.
maybe
Anybody
just
want to come on who don't know, just go in the chat and click on the 2 Hour for Life link, and you'll be able to join the chat.
Nah,
So,
but I
I'm
grew
just
up. I didn't even want to get into that, but I grew up in a philosophy by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that America's gonna fucking burn because
it's
of
going
the
to eventually.
crimes that it committed. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but here's it.
But
no,
we're
no.
not getting into that because that's my own personal
Historically,
stuff. Yeah,
every empire falls.
every
okay?
empire
Yeah, of
falls.
course.
America technically is long overdue for a fall because all empires
I ain't
fall.
getting into that shit because
Historically, all of them fall. Every major
W.D. Farad said that shit in
everybody fall.
1934, yo.
And they actually fall. And certain
And
things are
people that grew up the
precursors.
way I grew up,
Certain things are precursors to it falling. And unfortunately, that's happening where most of American IQ is not that high and they're not the smartest and they're involved with themselves. And it's actually a lot of things that were evidence of what was happening in all the societies as to how and why they fall. It's starting to show signs here. However, we may not see it may happen before long after we're gone. So
yeah.
but
So
it's
the importance of that whole thing that Cass said is to generate legacy, something that's not going to last for this generation
Hey, Calm
or
Wolf.
that generation. Calm Wolf, what up? Or but to last the next 100 years, right? Calm Wolf, what up, man? I seen you in Dubai up in the tower like this. You know what I mean? Looking good with your beard showing you out in Dubai. It's been a couple of years since I've been there, man. I love that, man. That's some of the best food I had. You know what I mean? Had that rack of lambs out there, man. Had
There's
that
the
rack of
little
lambs,
lady.
had nothing to match that since. Yeah,
Listen,
but Calm Wolf, it's good to see you though. Alvin Battles though, man. Come in here and talk that shit with me, Alvin. Yeah, but anyway.
Zane Switch is a pirate. That's her favorite
Yo,
song.
this is my daughter's favorite song.
It's a pirate
It's
song.
a pirate song.
She
She know her dad. She know her daddy was a pirate back in the day.
So that's what she's listening to, a pirate song.
Cause that's what we did. Holy, 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 Heidi, 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 ho. Yo, for real, man. Yeah, but it should be everybody, right? Whatever you do with your firearm, take responsibility for it. If you're gonna be careless with it and somebody get hurt, you gotta hold that down. That's what the court systems is for. If you want to motherfucking just sit there and let it collect dust and never pick it up, do that. Take responsibility for it.
Right,
and let somebody steal it from your fucking house. Geneva, what's
talking about you, Geneva.
Yeah, so if you want to feel like if you purchase a firearm, if you go in that store and the motherfucker give you any kind of shade or the stinky eye, what I suggest, and I'm an advocate for getting off the plaza, not just don't spend your money. I'll call a lawyer and sue they motherfucking ass for discrimination.
It might cost you more to sue them.
No, because the lawyer take that case up like a little bit, man. Because that's the only way. Listen, in America, the only way motherfuckers learning this bitch is hit them in the pockets. Sue them. If y'all ain't learned shit from Trump, y'all should have learned
money.
Motherfucker. Sue them. It's the American way, and this is the way. This is the New York way. Sue a motherfucker. If you trip and fall and you can't get up, even if you can get up, act like you can't get up, because ain't no way you can be a neck and back injury. Ain't no way you can prove it's wrong. Sue. That's what motherfuckers pay insurance, because insurance is making a whole lot money.
You said don't tell her that we're talking about her.
Oh, man. She already dropped the beans. She already dropped the beans. Anyway, yo, sue a motherfucker, yo.
It costs you $1,200. It's all about money, bro.
Yo, but I don't know how much classes cost, but training is the new hustle, bro. I've been telling Cass to get into that shit forever.
Yeah, you've been telling me to. I mean, I've actually written
Because Cass is really good shooting. She's like nice. And your wife, yo, nice. Tiff is nice. She can get into training, man. She can outshoot a lot of people who've been out there every day.
You're fine.
And that's just a little bit of bullshit, and she nice. So imagine
she shoots better. She shoots better than me.
And you know what's more? You know what's more money than just regular training? Women training. Oh my God, this shit is the bad game, bro. This shit is the bad game, and that's the key to winning 2A is women. So you get a whole bunch of women trainers training women, man. The bag is open, bro. This shit is look training. This is where the money at in 2A. Training, insurance, and ammo.
They be overpricing ammo.
Guns ain't changing like fucking 75 years. You know what I mean? They just remixing the same shit over and over with different material. But training is changing and it's adaptive. And you can put a spin on any goddamn thing. You can put a spin on the same shit. You can say the same shit 50 million ways because everybody understands the shit differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody get a different vibe. And the way you set up your classroom create a different type of vibe. You know what I mean? You can do that. You can do that shit.
Well, I'm gonna
training,
insurance. We're offering training manuals for anybody.
Yeah.
We're creating training
and we creating training manuals, bro.
So everybody who wants to train need a manual.
Training is that 2A money bag. But we'll do
the training manual for you.
So every gun shop right now got a trainer on staff or a trainer they could recommend that they getting a kickback on the commission on. Cause this shit is the bad game. Yo, welcome to America. And you have to love this shit because I love it. I love it, bro. For real. Training, insurance, and ammo. Those are 3 games you got to get into it. Anybody who says anything different is bugging. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Excuse me.
Oh, you're making sense.
He's making up. Oh, he hasn't gotten up in an hour and 36 minutes. That's some good ass improvement. How y'all doing? I think I get drunk very easy, so I'm on like half a beer and I'm feeling pretty nice right now. So eyes all gone over. Yeah. Again, everybody, please remember to press the like button. From a capitalist point of view, you're so right. Good knowledge. I mean, everybody right now is a guru offering training, and that's just the same idea. Everybody's a guru offering training, and that's something that the gurus say themselves that if you wanna, you probably know something more than the next person on some topic, and then you should put it in a book, a manual, a training, whatever. Get people and people pay you to train them. So that is the move for everything these days. Everybody's a fucking guru. And everybody's offering training and everybody's offering and teaching you how to do stuff. Most of it is bullshit because people don't know shit half of the time. They be making stuff up.
And everybody a special force operator. Everybody a fucking special force operator. It's just like real estate and anything, right? How do you make money in real estate? Do you make money in real estate selling goddamn houses, flipping houses, or doing the real shit? No.
It's pretending to.
You make money in real estate by training. Everybody got a training program, and everybody a fucking guru. This training game is so real, and the reason why the training game is so real is because there's so many ignorant motherfuckers in America, bro.
Oh, this is dead. Where's mine?
It's so many people in America that really don't know that want to know. So it's supply and demand. You got a demand for people who want to know certain things, and there's not enough supply of people who really know it.
Hey, where's my phone?
So there you go. That's the game. How many of us, a lot of us in here know about firearms, but we feel that we don't know enough. So we look for people who know more. So if we
Yep.
can't find them within our media circles, we look for outside of our media circles and we decide to pay for it
You know what?
from some
Okay.
guru who know every
Do
motherfucking thing.
acknowledge that is true, but
What'd
you
he
know
say?
what? Honestly, sometimes there's information overload, and so that's why someone will sometimes reach out for one person who have accumulated all that information into a
What you want?
digestible form and pay for that. So you're right. There's so much free information out there, but sometimes it's just so much that becomes overwhelming. I don't quite know what works and what makes sense.
Nah, you got to figure out. That's
So
why.
that's why you go.
That's
to
why
Google
you got to
help
be an
you out with
alpha
the
and figure
shortcuts.
out what works for you. You know what I mean? There's numerous
I'm not- our
resources.
t-shirts look good.
Yeah, there's numerous resources that you can go to. You know what I mean? YouTube is at the bottom of the list, but it's one of these resources.
YouTube
But
University.
YouTube University is some bullshit, but it's a start. You know what I mean? That's kindergarten. That's kindergarten, right?
You ready for bed?
Yeah, Cass got to go. You know what I mean? YouTube University is a beginning, right? You start
Do
there.
you knowledge that there's a lot of like internet stuff where you can start at home?
Yeah, you
But-
can start at home, but that's kindergarten right there.
But my thing is, how do you know that it's like legit? Like, how do you know that like you're getting?
You know when you legit, when you figure out what works for you. That's how you know.
Well, I mean, obviously, I mean, the
It's
first
like-
thing,
Run
the
your
first,
scenarios in your head. Let me slow you down. Let me slow you down, Bass. When you run your scenarios in your head, the possible scenarios that you could run through, right? All right. What people have, this is the problem in America. Americans here in America, most of the time, including myself, before I found out more about myself. The problem in America is people are taught what to think, not how to think. Everything for each individual person is totally different. So your worst case scenario may be different from my worst case scenario. So what I have to do is prepare for what is my worst case scenario, right? I get the little bit of information I have that may be general or public resource. I iron that out. All right, boom. Now you have to get into how to think. Process of elimination. This is my worst case scenario. This is what coulda, woulda, shoulda, if it happened. You break that down into small chunks, and then you start preparing yourself for that. So then you purchase your firearm. You start your dry fire training, right? You see how your hold is affecting it. You know what I mean? How you can get a hold. You get accustomed to your firearm. That shit start in the house. You don't need to pay nobody for that. You take
I understand that, but I mean, like, so I think Joe Bob's making the point that I am.
Right.
He's like, you must verify the bona fides of the information, which can be hard to do. Which it can be if you don't know. Like if you have no like military training or any kind of prior in-depth training, like it can be, you know what I mean? Like,
I was listening to an interview, right? I was listening to an interview, Bass, with Jerry Michelat. So they said, "Who taught you how to shoot?" He said his father taught him, like, at first, right? Like just generally shooting, but his father wasn't really like a shooter. He said what taught him how to shoot was it was fun and he wanted to learn how to do it better, but he didn't pay for a fucking class. He just bought a whole lot of fucking ammo and went for his and found out what was working for him.
Right. But I'm saying, but I mean, there are certain ways to move to not expose yourself. What?
How did Jerry Michelat learn how to move? Let me tell you about war science, right? On the other side of that, war science is learned after motherfuckers dead. It's learned from mistakes that's made in the past, bro.
But I mean, all you gotta do is make one mistake, and you're not gonna make it again.
Yeah, but it's learned.
You know what I mean? Because you're not there. Like, you're done.
Mistakes of your fallen brothers. You know what I mean? So brothers is fell, right? So for instance, where I was in while I was in the military, I was in engineering. I wasn't doing no combat type shit, right? I was, building shit. But in that is still safety, and there's still shit that get motherfuckers killed. How do they know it's gonna get motherfuckers killed? Because it happened already. You know what I mean? From now on, we ain't doing this shit no more. We're gonna do this. You need to move like this.
Right, of course.
Tried what you talking about doing, and that shit got motherfuckers killed. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, of
war
course.
science is learned from war science is different from civil science. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because war science is learned by mistakes. Civil science should be learned by mistakes, but it's not. It's learned from other dumbasses. That's why war science work a little bit better. But every situation ain't a war situation. War science work because it's proven so many fucking times. It's just proven because the shit don't work because it got so many other motherfuckers killed.
Yeah.
That's war. There's in engineering, there's civil engineering, and there's civil engineering means there's civilians, non-war. This is just general practical engineering. And then there's war engineering. So the way I learned how to build is probably very different from the way you learn how to build. Are you an electrician, right?
Right.
You learn how to wire circuits. You know how to handle a live circuit, or make sure those safety precautions. Don't let me get in that. Or make sure you don't have a live circuit, or you make sure you take safety precautions, shit like that, right? I
Mhm.
learned different. I'll learn different. Always work on live. Always ungrounded. You know what I mean? But I have a different safety protocol from that because I'm always going live. I'm always live. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's a totally different learning. That military shit to get the average motherfucker killed.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see what you're saying.
Military,
Stinky ass bitch.
military engineering will get the average motherfucking civil peacetime motherfucker killed. And it's the same thing with military warfare, warfare. That shit, if not practiced properly, will get the average dumbass motherfucker killed or tied up in prison for the rest of his fucking life. I swear to God, bro. Because if motherfucker always go one in the head, I'm a shooting first, I ain't got no time, that's gonna get a motherfucker killed. For real. Or tied up for the rest of his life.
No, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? It certain things don't cross. And that shit is, believe it or not, you think it's a thin line, but it's a big goddamn line, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a big line. I don't know what he said, structural horizon. I don't know what this dude said. Yeah. So military training, seriously, doesn't really translate very easily to civilian training.
Yeah, but I think it depends.
Modern warfare and doomsday and shit and apocalypse that that military shit.
But I think it depends what branch you're in, because
it's not.
But military clears fucking houses, right? Do they not?
Police clear houses. Are they military?
No.
Police clear houses.
Yeah, and police are afraid to go into fucking schools with children being shot. But anyways,
police clear houses. Military objectives is totally different. Logistical support totally different.
But I'm saying,
drop in, man. Let me add another person. Too Rich, what's good? Let him talk.
Oh no, y'all good, bro. I just think every situation gonna happen different though, bro. Everybody, I feel like it's cool to train. It's definitely, that's the idea, man. You should definitely go out there and work on your shooting. Your aim. You know what I'm saying? Shooting. But every situation sort of gonna happen different, right? Because what if a situation happened, in your car?
Mm-hmm.
criminals getting a little smarter. You know, you still got idiots, you know, who pulling criminals trying to get the drop on you. Right? You know,
Yep.
they know people out here strapped up. So, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta really, you know, you gotta practice at every angle if you're gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta practice from shooting from a vehicle.
But that's your individual need.
Then
You gotta assess
also,
that.
you gotta also train, you know, train for defense. You know what I'm saying? You know, try to figure out, you know, training on a defense tip. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you know, too much that go on, really. You feel me? So I definitely respect, you know, training. You got to, you know.
This is what I'm training for, right? And I'm training. My man DC Money Mike is helping me out a lot, right? He ain't in the chat. He'll probably listen to his shit later, right? My man out there working right now. But I'm training, right? And he helping me out a lot on. It's not so much tactical, room clearing, and all that shit, right? What I'm training is accountability for every shot fired. I want every shot fired to land at a specific location. You know what I mean? Whether I'm moving or whether I'm not. The other thing I'm training for is single hand pistol alignment, because I really don't. And DC Money Mike again is helping me. This is my man right here. You know what I mean? Showing me a whole bunch of things where I can manipulate whatever firearm I pick up in order to acquire and hit that target, or point shooting, you know what I mean, instead of aim shooting, instead of the precision shooting, because that precision thing is more of a specialized skill.
Fact.
Yeah, I mean, in any self-defense situation, you're point shooting, you're not lining up your sights.
And I don't have a situation where at this point in my life where I anticipate having any type of self-defense situation, because I don't live that type of life. You know what I mean? I don't live that type of life, and I don't live in that type of fucking environment where I'm ever going to run across some shit like that.
But you never know.
I never know. If a motherfucker ain't kill me yet, the motherfucker ain't gonna kill me. And that's just how I live it. But that shit is so far, that shit is like getting struck by lightning or hitting a fucking lotto, and I wish I hit the lotto first. You feel me?
Right.
That's just how I live. So for real, if in the case it does happen, the way I carry it is I'm gonna be accountable for the shot. I ain't gonna shoot a motherfucker in the leg. It get drawn, motherfucker get dropped. And I can't live with the accident of a stray bullet hitting some kid in the car going by. So I need to be responsible for that round being fired. And that's the skill of the responsibility that I would like to hone in.
Of course, I think we all want to be there, right?
Dumping or blowing or just running in a motherfucking crib. That shit handy, yo. When apocalypse happened, everybody just storing their food, you know. And I'm gonna take a class one day, the room cleared, because I'm robbing all the dope boys.
Oh, man.
I'm robbing all the dope boys and shit.
I had a friend, man. You know, he somebody broke in, you know, were actually just, you know, they home invaded them, bro, on Thanksgiving morning, bro. Thanksgiving morning, bro. And you know, they came to the door, and so, you know, they woke his mom up, they played like the police. But he didn't wake up. He didn't hear none of this. And he woke up to a pistol whip, bro.
He woke up to be pistol whipped.
Yeah, he woke up to being pistol whipped, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, man. You don't
stay way in the house, and he didn't wake up during the beginning of it. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you know, you just never know, bro. And I know he's always prepared, strapped. You know, but like I say, they got in the house without him waking up, and he woke up. He was being pistol whipped.
You don't know the situation.
He was doing in the background, man.
Do what?
What is
he had to have a backstory. This is crazy shit, right? And it's back to the beginning of the live.
It don't matter if he's got a backstory. This shit happened and he wasn't expecting it.
I mean, nah, he
Yo,
regular.
it gotta be a backstory, man, because I don't believe
It don't matter.
Ain't no backstory. Oh man, that's my word. He ain't even that type of guy, bro.
It gotta be a backstory. His cousin, mother, somebody is the backstory.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. None of that, bro. You know, sometimes listen, people get the wrong
Yo,
idea.
this is new world. I'm probably disconnected. Yo, too rich. I'm probably disconnected from the fucking real world. I'm probably disconnected from the real world. Get the hell out of here, Jason the
Hey,
Shannon.
look, listen. Listen. Okay, so but before I started carrying, when I would go to work, 'cause I leave early, I do construction like you do, Armel. So it's dark when I get up. I don't give a fuck if it's summertime, wintertime. It's dark when I get up. So what I used to do before I started carrying, I would open up the door. I'd walk in the garage. I'd hit the open button. I would turn my back to the garage as it was open. I'd put my shoes on and I'd walk the fuck out.
Look at these two
Now
in the
now that I
backyard. It's daytime.
now that I carry, okay, I don't open up. I don't hit the button on the garage until my motherfucking shoes are on and I'm facing the son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like you don't fucking know.
Why you don't, bro? You don't.
You don't.
And then I'm telling you, it's getting crazy.
Yo,
You know what I'm
knowing
saying?
is half the battle, bro.
Yeah, it is. That's why I say you got to pay it and be on your toes. You gotta really keep your head on the swivel because you ain't even.
My life like that. But look at Jason and Shannon. I understand, right? I
What's wrong?
understand, right?
Where the fuck are they at? It's fucking daylight.
Time out there. It's beautiful. But they out there camping. What's that? A tent?
What's daylight? Where the fuck are they at?
We chilling, fam. What's
Y'all,
good?
got the tent? Y'all in the backyard?
Fuck, I had to look out.
Oh, we're
I had to
buffering
look out
again.
back and make sure I was right.
Struggling to get a signal.
Yo, y'all got a tent? Y'all in the backyard or what? Jason, y'all in the backyard?
Yeah.
Yo,
my backyard is large, son.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. Yo, I'll be out there in a minute. They out there camping in the backyard. Got the tent up.
Hey, I feel
There's blackberries everywhere, bro.
I try to
You can just eat these things, man.
Yeah, I'll be out there in November.
Yeah,
October, November. Yeah,
that sounds good. You better come see us, bro. We're gonna get some crabs.
definitely. I'll be out there October, November.
Heck yeah.
Cass might come.
Oh yeah, dope.
Yeah, Cass might come.
Got the shotgun out just in case. I don't know. You know.
I don't have that. I don't have those type of problems, bro.
Little axe. Got the little camping gear set out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, for real, I don't have those type of problems. Yo, if a
Shannon's-
motherfucker get me, they got me. Yo.
I got one though.
That's some shit for real. That's some shit I don't really even worry about. But what got me into that, back to the story, right? What got me into firearms was I was driving on the highway and some tool hung out the window and pointed a pistol at me. You know what I mean? During the George Floyd riots. And I was like, yo, that shit was crazy. So I come up into my neighborhood. I did my little maneuver and shit because I'm kind of like accustomed to motherfucking. I'm a little more accustomed to motherfuckers pulling out guns on me than most people. So yeah. So I pull up into my neighborhood and I see everybody walking around with an AR-15 and with the ARs and shit. People walk, huh? Nah, but with their guns and shit, whatever. I did when I went to 7-Eleven. Yeah. When I went to 7-Eleven, because I had to go get me a drink before I came in the house. I had to go grab me a drink at the 7-Eleven. I seen them with their ARs and shit at 7-Eleven. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I don't watch the news. So I don't know what happened with George Floyd. I wasn't paying attention to that shit. So I seen my neighbors just walking down the street with their little pistols and shit. Like the world was coming to a fucking end or something, right? So I'm like, oh. So that's when I came in the house and I told Cass what happened to me. And I was like, we're completely unprepared for this shit in case these motherfuckers start acting crazy. And that's when my journey started. I'm one of them COVID babies. You might not be able to tell, but that's actual factual. But at the same time, right? That's some shit that I even know I was educated to the fact when I was young that this American shit wasn't going to last that long. You know what I mean? And that I should always be prepared. And I dust off. I disregarded a lot of my early teachings from growing up because you know how your parents send you to church or to temple or whatever. You just like, fuck that. I'm gonna just do whatever I'm going. You know what I mean? This shit is gonna life is for good. It's like, oh, that damn, Elijah Muhammad shit was in 1934, and how the fuck they know what's happening in 2022? You know what I mean? Or 2021. But they knew it. And that caused me to revisit some of the stuff and to take some of the stuff that the elders had said more serious. Like this shit is real fragile.
Yeah, but if you take Karen seriously, that shit will change a lot of shit you do. It's changed a lot of stuff for me. The way that I assess public, like people around me, like I said, the garage shit, like this shit changes a lot of stuff, man. Like it makes you realize, I think, a lot of shit you probably didn't pay attention to before, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. These
People forget how little you need to survive. Really. I mean, all you really need is a way to make fire, a shelter, which you can build out of anything, literally debris, right?
Yeah.
And food and water. That's literally all you need. And water before food, probably. But I mean, people really forget how simplistic things are. I think that's the biggest mistake people make.
Jason, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think a person need a reason to purchase a firearm?
No.
I think that if you get government entangled into this, it becomes a problem because any anti-gunner is going to exploit this inside and out and basically price people who are lower income individuals, which I've been many times in my life, maybe even now that things have changed a little, right? Lower income people will be priced out of the game entirely if they're not already involved. And that's the problem I have with it. I think that people should definitely get educated in how to use their firearm. I joined the military. That's how I got educated initially, right? And I had a BB gun since I was a child, right? And that's the way you should start. You should walk or crawl before you walk, right? So I would advise anybody who's buying a pistol or any type of gun to get a BB gun first and get comfortable with the mechanics of the firearm, right? And that's something you can do in your backyard in most places, not everywhere, but if not, you can take a BB gun to the range. They'll let you shoot it there,
or get
right?
something in 22 that's on the same
or get
platform
something in 22 in the same platform. Now this is going to be an expense as well, but the problem is if you get government involved, I've never seen government do a damn good thing a day in my life. Okay. And I'm speaking from experience. I've been part of the government. I signed my life over to the government. You understand what I'm saying? And I never seen them do a damn good thing. The fact that they think they can tackle climate change is the funniest thing to me. And not that it's not a real thing, but the fact that government thinks that they can regulate that. Oh my God, get out of my face with that garbage. Cause I've seen the government fail on every account from day one. And it's all about stuffing pockets of politicians.
Government is counterintuitive. You get one to get the bag over here, and you get two to get the bag over here. So it works on contingency. So, the whole purpose of the Constitution is to make people independent.
I was in the Marine Corps, and I'm building OE 254s. I was in the Marine Corps. Well, I'm still a Marine, but I was in the Marine Corps. I'm not in the Marine Corps any longer, right? Once a Marine, always a Marine. I was putting together these damn antennas, right? They're called OE 254s, and they come with a damn hammer. It's called a mallet. What the hell ever. That mallet when I would look it up to buy a new one in the book so I could replace the one with the busted handle that was in the OA 254s when I showed up to duty station were, I don't know, somewhere in the price range of $75 to $100. It was the same damn hammer, mallet, whatever the hell you want to call it, that you could buy at Walmart for $24.95. You hear what I'm saying? So somebody's stuffing $50 damn in their goddamn pocket and I'm sounding the whistle.
Nah, it's mil spec, bro. So you got to pay the extra price for that.
Mil-spec mallet. That's probably what it says in the damn handbook.
Mil-spec means it has to have a specification and a number on that specification. So you got to.
Yeah, well, stuff that specification up your ass and give me back my $50 for my taxes, motherfucker.
It's a standardization number, man.
I'm just saying, man, it's bullshit. It's bullshit attached to it when government gets involved. That's my problem. Small government, better economy.
I'm not even gonna say that, man. But I'm not getting.
I'm all for smaller government, bro. That's me. That's my whistle.
There's a reason why I don't.
I'm so official. All I need is the whistle.
It's too deep. It's too deep for me, and I have too many passionate feelings about. So if I'm passionate about something, I tend to stay away from it. Because the government. All I gotta say about the government is it's counterintuitive, and it's not efficient, and it's like that for a reason, and that reason is called the bag.
Embezzling.
It's always money and power with them.
I said that you.
It's always money and power with them. Always. That's all it's ever about.
It's mostly money.
If my money was going to a good place, I would have no problems with the whole situation. If my money was going to a good place and people were getting fed and the bread was going to the right place and supporting good infrastructure, I wouldn't have any problem with it. But when you take it and piss it away, sending it to damn Ukraine while we got places burning and tornadoes and goddamn hurricanes, hell no.
I don't have no problem with these people, man. I love these people, man. My roads get done like my roads, Bass been in my house. Bass, my roads are smooth over here.
In my house.
Hey, you been to our house, Armel?
Yeah, man. Them motherfucking Democrats over there. Bass, my roads are smooth over here, bro.
Like glass.
Y'all got those Democrats over there, man. They just raggedy ass roads, man. Gonna take your guns from you, man.
Our taxes are high, bro. I can't buy nothing but a lever action, bolt action, or a goddamn revolver at this point. If it's over 10 rounds, no way. Threaded barrel, nah. You ain't getting it.
Where you live, they got rid of all that shit.
That's why I spent the bag on that shit. Ask Carmel, the safe is stacked deep, son.
I got no taxes on my water bill.
I mean, I ain't got none of I don't got none of them fancy guns, but I got enough shit to get this party started. You know what I'm saying?
But you got daylight.
That shit is fancy, boy. You got them Z-Paps.
Yeah, y'all got them things.
We ready to get down if we got to. You know, I don't want to, but man, if you're gonna push my buttons, I will not be outgunned.
Yo, Rich got them nights. He got to get a. We got to send him a turkey patch, bro.
Yeah.
I got the whole Smith and Wesson M&P lineup, son.
Yo, Rich got that nights. We got to send him a turkey patch, man.
No, man.
Yeah, man. Yo,
Two Rich is a homie for sure.
It's a secret society, bro.
Hey, where Ramsey J been, man? Somebody got to get me in touch with Ramsey J because I got to say what's up to the homie. I ain't seen him around.
That homie, last time I seen that homie, he had that motherfucking duplex trigger, that wide open trigger. That shit was going.
Oh man, that's what they got him. They got him, man. They got him.
He said, "Where the ATF at?" That's the last time I seen Ramsey J.
Damn it! Another one of the good homies got taken down.
That's the last time I
because he had a trigger that went rat-tat-tat-tat.
He had that shit. Yo, I seen some wide open triggers and all of them stupid things. Man, I'm not into like fully auto stuff, right?
Shannon, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Shannon out here taking a piss in the woods. I ain't gonna tell nobody else though.
Yo, we know Shannon a real one, man. We know Shadow. Everybody.
I don't know if bears shit in the woods, but Shanna's piss in the woods.
I have no problem in the woods. You gotta go. You gotta go.
I ain't caught a bear shitting yet. I caught bears, but I ain't caught a bear shitting yet. But I caught Shanna pissing.
What you said? What she
I
said?
watered many trees when I used to be up and down the country sometimes driving to Jamaica. But that shit.
She said, "Fuck that shit." She got a piss.
I said I watered many trees.
She watering the tree.
I want the many trees.
You couldn't see me when I did it.
No, I wasn't gonna show you. I wasn't gonna show you. That's my wife, you know.
Yo,
That's my queen. That's my princess.
yo, I try to.
But
pull
you know,
over
it
that-
happened.
Yo, we went camping. I try to pull Zadie over to the bush, the
She
peak.
ain't doing it.
Right? She ain't doing
She won't do it.
Zadie.
No. You gotta get one of those portable potties or well, like you were talking about, man. You
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
I'm gonna
hey,
take
Armel.
ass porcelain.
Armel, you gotta have a way to bug out, bro. Even if it's you gotta get a camper, even if you gotta get one of the off-road campers or whatever you gotta do.
That's what we went to do today. But if it's not a porcelain potty, Zadie ain't peeing.
Okay, but you gotta accommodate. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta have a way to bug out because if it's nuclear or if it's flooding or whatever, you gotta have an answer. You gotta have an answer if you wanna live, bro. You gotta have an answer to every question, and that's the way I live, right? I could throw this shit in the truck. We could be ready to go no matter where we're at. We could go to Tennessee. We could go to damn Georgia. We could go to wherever. You know, I'll do it.
You know where I'm going? 3 miles away to Mount Weather.
Let it go. And if you gotta do something different to make that happen, that's what it is, bro.
I'm going 3 miles away to Mount Weather. 3 miles.
Letting your ass in on, but they don't know.
Mount Weather so close.
Hey,
My 7-Eleven I go to is there close to 7-Eleven.
he said when the bad shit, he wipe his ass with a fuzzy rabbit. I heard.
A fuzzy white rabbit. A fuzzy white rabbit.
Fuzzy white rabbit right here.
Yeah.
Mira said it. Well, that's what Mira said. Mira crazy as hell. That's
Mirror's the homie. Mirror's the homie for sure. That's what's his name? Shit. T-Pain. That's my homie T-Pain. Mirror Electric. He's a wild man. When we go to strip club, I tell him he's T-Pain. He's T-Pain. That's what he is.
She's Zadie taking over the show, right? Go ahead.
Zadie is, I
She
mean,
loved him when I had it. Leave her alone.
yeah. Hell yeah.
You want me to start screaming?
Zadie can do whatever Zadie wants. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what the hell it is. It's so
Zadie gets a pass.
Go ahead. Okay, you gotta get up. I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you.
Oh no. Zadie's pass just expired.
Yo,
Armel shoved everybody out. Damn.
she went to her swing.
She ran to the swing.
She ran to her swing.
Because tomorrow's not school, that's why. It's not
She knows tomorrow not school. She
That's
got better
right.
timing than us. But yeah,
Zadie and CZ Mommy are family though.
yeah, man.
Hmm?
Yeah,
I
man.
got y'all back to the thick and the thin.
All right.
Here she come. Here she come. Here she come.
hmm
You want to be in the middle?
Much love, Zadie.
What?
Ah!
You must have read Moore's comment.
What?
What'd he say?
He says, Jason Moon, I'm in love with her.
Yeah, I'm in love with a scripper.
What?
I should quit my day job or nah?
Performing at the RGAs.
Yeah, I am performing. Hey, Mirror, are you gonna perform with me, bro?
God, hey, how are you?
Armel's already on the card. He volunteered.
Yeah, what's up, Resilient Dad? We got 16 people in the house. Who I miss? We got
A
Mira.
resilient dad, what's up, brother? I love you, man.
Wear my t-shirt on.
Yo, but for real,
Like.
Shannon said, "Where's the t-shirt, Armel?"
the like button. Hit these thumbs up. Cause yo,
You better hit the thumbs up, man. I don't be popping in no lies. Damn.
I'm gonna take it
I
back
got the
to
whole
last time
campground
we
set up.
Right? I'm gonna take it to the last time we ran. Yo, This is a small live right now. This is small live right now. This is
Shannon, you
small
got to throw
live
some
right now.
fire.
But I'm coming for the crown. I'm coming for the crown. I'm coming for the crown. Right? Tell us.
Right.
Tell them. We coming for the crown. We coming for the crown, right? We coming for the crown. Tell them.
She want to play with you.
Tell them, says that.
We coming for the crown, dog.
Coming for the crown.
We coming for the crown.
Yo, we just playing right now, right, Zizek? We just tell them.
We gets
playing
down.
Right now, Zizek. We just playing right now, right, Zizek? We just playing. We just playing right now. We just playing. We just playing right now. We just
playing.
We just fucking playing. Don't. How you say it, Jason? Don't test.
We buy land, son. I don't buy much. I buy land, son.
Yo, for real, man, I want to have a get together, man, and smashing that bass, right? This is my.
Hey, we can have it right here, Armel.
Too Rich, you not that far, man.
I got y'all's back. You can land the helicopter right out here in the front yard, bro.
Yo, for real, man.
We get dude to pilot that
Yeah.
shit.
You need bass. You need smashing that bass. You still there, right?
Marley's
Yeah.
pissed off.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Tell them about our secret spot, bro.
I mean, you already said something.
Nah, because everybody ain't just coming in here.
Oh, say that different. Say that different, bro.
Everybody about your secret spot.
Yeah, you and Bass got
Tell
something.
them about our range, man. That's our private, our personal
Oh,
stuff.
your range. I thought you was talking about your
Oh, okay.
secret spot.
All right, then. I'm going to let it slide.
Big Fish, what up, baby? What up, baby?
Fishy Poo, what it do?
He's gonna unfriend you.
Yo,
That's all right.
we gotta get Big Fish
I still
on the
love my
East
homies.
Coast. We gotta get Big Fish on the East Coast, right?
Oh, he said
Fishy
that.
Poo, the Ewings are
I was thinking
camping, dog. We're camping, bro.
Huh?
He said he's gonna have his license ready by
Yo.
next year. I ain't going
Yo.
to plane though.
She don't do little planes.
I
bro.
don't do little plane bullshit.
Yo. Aaliyah got killed on a little plane. She said she wasn't getting on one
Back
ever
then,
since.
I was like, nope.
That was
Helicopters are different.
Aaliyah
Helicopter.
got in a little-
Dude, we need a helicopter. We'll all chip in, bro.
Yo, I'm fearless, bro.
We need like a dual prop, like the sea. What was it?
Tell dude we can wait till next year for the helicopter.
Yeah, we can wait till next year
As
for the
long as we
helicopter.
don't move
We
before
gotta
then.
get one. I think with 200,000 subscribers, the turkeys need a helicopter, and then we can go wherever we want from then on. You can land it right out here in front, and you'll pick me up and Shanna, and then we'll be on our way. We'll pick Armel up. It's gonna be great.
Fast, bro. Super fast.
Hell
And you can't even climb the
New knowledge.
You dead out there.
Too rich.
Listen.
Big Fish. You see this dude Too Rich? My man on YouTube flexing the nights on me, yo. It almost killed me. He gotta get a turkey
I
pack.
think that.
I can't get no more nothing. I can't get
He gotta
shit.
get a turkey pack, bro.
See, man,
The government is terrible here.
Everybody ain't got them.
Listen, Fish got the
I got what I need. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
skill over there, man.
Come at me, brah. You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere, right? Everybody.
I got that fire.
Start somewhere, and everybody start with a night's upper. They usually get the lower somewhere in the low.
Right.
You
You
heard?
I'm new to it though, so I just get my advice, man. I just take the advice. That's
Yo,
all.
Big Fish retired. Yeah, you retire after you got 3 complete nights, yo. You give it up.
Oh, I
Top of the food chain. That's top of the food chain right there.
Hey, all I'm tripping. I just think about going to class and my rifle will go out or something. I can't have it. Hey, you know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
So
live that life, man.
I definitely plan on taking it. You know what I'm saying? A class, man, especially catching one of the turkeys.
So get nice with it. Get
Eventually,
nice
so
with it. Get nice with it, man.
I can't.
This right here is stinging nettles, and you can make a tea out of this actually.
out of the leaves.
Out of the leaves from this plant, and you can actually make it's a tea. It's beneficial. I think it has vitamin C. And
Can somebody
Don't-
get high with it? Can I package it up and
me
sell it?
on that shit.
Go ahead.
I need to back dress it up and sell that shit.
beneficial, vitamins for your system, and you can just yeah, they do bite.
I might have a live on survival on shit hit the fan, the real deal, and what would you do?
You better
What's
have
your
me on that
offensive-
shit.
Nah, I'm saying what would
Well,
your
don't say
offensive
nah,
plan be?
yeah.
I'm saying this is we can do a preview.
Put your face
What
up.
would your offensive plan be?
I don't give a damn.
Your offensive plan
Hey.
will be right because I know everybody weak spot. If everything goes down,
I don't survive. I thrive because I'm the prepping pimp, son.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
if everything shut down, and I had this conversation with Jova and a few other people, and everything shut down, right?
Oh, Joe Va is like,
Yeah, yo, if everything shut down, right?
but I'm saying I'm still making it. I'm not at the bottom of the chain, son.
What is everybody's weakness?
Onions. That's my weakness. Onions. That'll shut me down, son. That's my only weakness. That's it.
You could get by a little bit on a drink if you got some alcohol, and I know you already got that set up, Jason. You got the alcohol, the moonshine and shit. You good?
I'm not scared of bears. I'm not scared of cougars. I chased a couple cougars.
Fucking you is older than me.
Exactly.
That motherfucker's stupid. Onions.
Exactly.
Yo, big ribs. What's up?
I'm hella old.
Yo,
But I'm just saying, I've been around the block a few times, East Coast, West, up, down, North, South, East, all that. But, you can't put me down. You can't put me down.
Like the beard, Armo.
yo, Zadie liked me without a beard. I had to.
She wanna feel it.
She want to.
Wait a minute.
I got a stubby. I got stubbies.
Say it different. Say it different, bro.
My baby like rubbing on my face. Look at me.
Yeah.
She like this stuff.
Nah, I'm gonna start growing the beard out again for the RGAs, man.
Yo, who going to RGAs, man? Pay for their joint.
You already know. We're on the ticket, son. You know what I mean? We gotta go. We gotta go. I'm a raise hell.
The moment I put her Armo's, I bought the tickets.
Yeah.
I just had to get Shannon on board. Now we're good. She ain't gonna miss another one.
Gotta drive no more, man. That
You're gonna
drive.
have to come here for the.
I don't care. I'll drive. I don't care. I'll drive right now.
Yo,
Fuck you, I
smash
ain't
that
driving.
bash. Smash that bash. You rolling to Ohio in June.
I'm trying to figure out how to retire, son. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That way I can just enjoy the rest of my life.
I was supposed to be
That's where the ticket is.
this year. I was supposed to be retired this year, but what happened was
I'm not retired.
this one here stopped it.
Yeah.
She stopped.
Well, let's figure that shit out, Armel. We need to retire. We need to just YouTube and just act like maniacs and just have a good time.
Zadie delayed my retirement.
That was an owl.
Zadie delayed my
We got a big ass owl out here.
4 years. Now I gotta wait 14 more years. So she's 21.
That's fine.
Retirement.
That's fine. I got 14 more years. But I'm gonna try to do it before then.
She delayed me 14 years.
Hey, fish,
Yeah.
damn turkey.
Did you ever put any?
I did, motherfucker.
All right then. I guess I got told.
Light a bonfire real quick, Jason. Jason can literally light a fire in like 3 seconds. I bullshit you not.
He's not lying. He's not lying at all.
Start a fire.
Fire
man.
today. Technically, it's a burn ban, but I don't care about that.
Yeah, gasoline, all that shit. That shit crazy. But yo, I'm
But yeah, we got a fire. Keep it rolling. You got to. I blasted off a couple shotgun rounds earlier too, just to make sure. The bears and the coyotes can go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'll let them have it. I got more. I got more where that came from. I got some slugs for them. That'll take down anything.
You put more videos on.
That's why I love a shotgun. I'm not scared of the recoil, and I love that you could take down practically anything with it. You know what I mean? With 5 slugs, and a whole lot still standing. I don't give a damn
You know,
what
I
it
don't
is,
have
a
a shotgun,
whale,
bro.
woolly mammoth. It's gonna get it.
I don't have a shotgun.
No, you gotta get a shotgun, Armel.
I'm saying that for
Yeah, but
you.
everyone's pick up it's just like so expensive, and I don't see like the fucking.
No, you can get a
That's like
Mossberg for
DIY.
$5. You just get a Mossberg. Just get a Mossberg,
Yo, she picked up
bro.
the fucking
Just get a
standard
Mossberg shotgun.
arms, the
If you don't want the like,
Get the 590S so you can shoot slugs and shells.
yeah, get the 590S and you're good to go. Yeah, I mean, you might not want, I would suggest you get a full length shotgun the first time, and then after that, you can get whatever you want. You can get the, like the shockwaves or whatever, because that's just fun, man. When I was growing up, I always wanted like the shotgun that, even though Arnold Schwarzenegger got all stupid and everything. Let's just say in Terminator 2, he had a sawed-off shotgun that he was blasting off, and that thing was wild. So I had to have that shockwave when I saw it. It's illegal. I'm gonna grab it.
He had a Chiappa on that joint. I think.
Yeah, I think he had something different. But either way, that shockwave is close enough for me. That pump action, and it's like it's short. It's whatever they classify it as. I think they classify it as an other, right? An other, whatever. That is fire to me. Just to be able to have that kind of power in that short, compact space, like for home defense. What can you do better? I mean, you could have an AR or whatever, but depending on your living situation, that will penetrate through things far beyond what you want to. That shockwave is just fun to me.
Yeah, the first gun I ever shot was a shotgun.
Yeah, shotguns are lovely, man. I love that recoil. I like that the way it kicks back at me. I shot a couple slugs off earlier. I love it.
But I want to do the.
I like it, bro.
I see my man DC Money Mike do that damn skeet shooting thing. That's like precision shotgun shit, man. I was like, how the fuck you do this?
I'm just guessing, but I'm saying Lady Saul probably like it rough.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
DC Money Mike, that shit look fun, yo.
Yeah, I'm going.
DC Money Mike is my spirit animal.
He stays smiling.
That dude is always smiling. I'm telling you right now, DC Money Mike is my spirit animal. If I could stay happy all the time, that's what I would be. I would be DC Money Mike.
he be skeet shooting and shit. That motherfucker.
I hear he be shooting some skeet now. I hear he be shooting some skeet. Skeet, motherfucker.
Yo, you being fucked up. No, that's a motherfucker. Who that motherfucker?
I love homie.
Yin Yang twins, Yin Yang boys.
No, I think that's Little John. That's Little John.
Little John and the East Side Boys.
Yeah. Why I gotta school you on hip hop, Armel? Why I gotta school you on hip hop, son?
You don't got school. I'm a hip hop.
Oh man, I know you like them East Coast.
I'm a little more old dirty bastard though.
Say too rich.
I'm a little more old dirty bastard though.
What you say too rich?
BG come home.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay.
I can't even hear because this motherfucker Jason drunk.
Cool.
What happened now, too rich?
Hey, nah. I say I know you like up north music, but my boy BG come home Tuesday. I know you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't rock with BG probably.
What, fucking Cash Money BG, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm a hip hop. I fuck with all that shit, yo. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. What about Master P? What do y'all know about Master P?
Yo, no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. What the fuck you talking about? Boom, boom.
I rock with everything though. Be real.
What about Bone Thugs?
I lived all that.
Live is gonna cut off because the computer dead.
Why you don't plug in the computer, Armel? We're trying to kick it, son.
But
we're trying to kick it Jackie Chan and shit.
I gotta figure out what plug is plugged into.
I still got more blackberries to eat.
You gonna blackberry him? What's this called?
Blackberry moonshine, son.
It's still recharging.
What do they say? The blacker the better, the pure the juice.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
ain't bringing no moonshine this year.
hey, hey.
Yo, that shit don't even get you
I'm
fucked up.
fitting to show y'all how to take salt water and turn it into drinking water. For real.
Yeah, we should see that. How do you know I charge you?
I'm fitting to show y'all how to make basically water into wine.
We charging.
I mean, I could do that. I could do something kind of like that too. I could make water into booze, but
Jesus, man.
it's a process. It's a process.
You fucking Jesus, right?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Turn water into wine?
Yo,
Maybe like the Nas version, like
yo,
you know what I'm
Big Fish,
saying.
Come on here and talk your shit, man.
Big Fish, where you at, bro?
Come
I'm
on
calling
here.
you out, son.
I'm calling
You ain't got
out.
a better shotgun than me.
Yo, Big Fish, your shit is
Where's your
bullshit.
shotguns at, Big Fish?
Yo, come
Bring
in
them
here and
out.
talk that shit. Come in here and talk that shit. Your shit is bullshit, man. You got the
Yeah, you ain't no good shotguns, fishy boo.
I'm
That's all
No,
it takes
Big
to talk
Fish
shit
can't
about
shoot.
gun.
Big Fish can't shoot.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't say
Big Fish be
that.
doing gun
I said you
bowl.
ain't got no good shotguns, Fish.
Big Fish be doing that gun bowl shit. He posing ass motherfucker. You know what I
Just,
mean?
Nah, I don't think
just
that.
talk shit about his DMT.
Nah, I don't co-sign for any of this talk.
Yo, this is yo, I love y'all, man. We just having fun. If the computer died, it ain't me. If the laptop died, it ain't me. Cat, post your afro.
Oh, my witches are getting all fucked up.
Armel, tell him Hunter Biden could outshoot Big Fish.
Yo, Hunter Biden high low top. Yo, you ever seen a high motherfucker? Yo, you ever seen a high motherfucker shoot? Every motherfucking thing. High motherfucker. The motherfuckers are cute. The motherfuckers on point. I bet Hunter Biden could outshoot motherfucking A.
Ooh, Arnold, put some lotion on your elbows.
Hunter Biden could outshoot Skilly.
You probably outshoot me, yo, because I'm doing gun poke, bro. I ain't no shooter.
I don't
man.
think Hunter Biden could outshoot me. I don't think so.
Hunter Biden
I
can
don't know where
outshoot
his
me.
bottle of lotion went because he needed it for his elbow.
Shanna says you need lotion for your elbow, Armel.
Yo.
Maybe I should shit, but me
Yo, I'm African, not Africant.
Mm.
I'm African, not Africant.
Where's that bottle you carried around in Georgia?
Yeah, where's that bottle? That thing ain't empty yet. You still got it. CC Mommy about to pull it out. That's the same bottle. That bottle's famous, son. That was in my video. That was in all the videos. Yo, you should put that shit.
There it is.
You should put that shit on what do you call it? What do you call it? Offer up or something? You know what I'm
Put that shit
saying?
in a frame.
Put that shit in a frame. That is a famous bottle, son. That was in all the videos.
Armel all night looking for his lotion.
Don't use that shit, Armel. That shit is priceless, son.
Oh, but his elbows looking.
You can put that next to that. You put that next to that Clippy shot.
Yo, don't nobody follow
Hey,
me.
Armel, you can't jerk off with that bottle no more. It's too expensive for that.
Yo, this is the same bottle, man. This shit got mad.
You've been through 2 bottles, son. You're just trying to rack up the prices.
This is the car bottle, baby.
You've been through 2 bottles since then. Don't lie to me. He got 6 other bottles in his truck.
This motherfucker's gonna sponsor me. Yo, I'm good now, bro. Look at that.
That shit's like water, son. It just flows.
Yo, I'm good now. Hold up.
It better though.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shannon says you good now. Quit it. It's getting dirty. It's just getting freaky deaky, man. You gotta chill.
Yo, I'd rather be ashy than a motherfucker who don't wash their ass.
Nah, you good, bro. I'm just fucking with you.
Some motherfuckers just don't wash their ass.
No, that ain't cool. You gotta watch that. You gotta watch that. I mean,
Shit, I don't know about that, man. Motherfucker be ashy for days.
I don't know. You can't tell if I am. So
No, white people get ashy too.
do they?
Yeah, they do.
You don't ever tell me.
Your lips get chapped, motherfucker. Nah, you just can't see it. I'm just sipping. I'm sipping on.
Bro, these things right here. These things right here. Well, I don't know about those. Those are all right. Those are all right. But these things right here, these things will mess you up, man.
What
I
is
bought 2 4-packs of these on Friday night, and every time I drink like 2 or 3, woo, boy, it's hot. It spices it up.
What's that
Ashy Larry. What the hell you calling me? Ashy Larry, son.
Is Howard J in here?
No, but what's that beer
Talk
called?
about they're gonna sponsor you. What is it called? I don't drink beer out of a can, man.
Hot water.
It's not beer at all. It's a mixed drink.
Mai Tai rum.
Cut water, Mai Tai rum, and I got the Long Island iced teas too. And they will mess you up, bro.
I just got the cherry
It
seltzers.
tastes like juice.
Shanna got the cherry seltzers.
It probably tastes like juice, so you don't know.
Yeah, that shit gets you too fucked up.
I
You
like
drink it
juice
too
things,
fast.
so you don't realize it, bro.
Man, they're like 13% or something like that. 13.5% or something. I don't know.
Yo, that's like
Anyway,
that's like a Long Island iced tea almost.
Mm-hmm.
what's that? Yeah, well, one of them is a Long Island, and the other one's a Mai Tai. I'm trying to.
That's Mai Tai that you got.
Yeah, but what's it say on there?
It says 12.5% alcohol by volume.
12.5%. I lied.
Zadie in rare form right now. She doing her
Oh, we're gonna shut it down.
shit. Nah, I'm gonna record her because I got to figure out what the hell she be saying half the time.
Armel, you say I don't never be popping in the stream, bro.
You
Yeah,
feeling
we
good
both
right
popped
now. It's
in.
not-
Thank you.
good to
We
see
was
you.
both there.
We've been here, and
You're
we got you
always
back
here,
through thick
man.
and thin, bro.
I know I love you. Yo, you know,
I got your back through thick and thin, bro.
I know.
You ring the bell, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
But for real though, you think that there needs to be a reason to have a gun?
No, because I think that it would be exploited.
Enough.
I think it would be exploited. I think that people who are of lesser income need to be able to protect themselves equally to anyone else. I don't think that because you make less money, you shouldn't be protected. That's my problem with it. And it will be exploited. You can tell me that it won't, but it will. And I've seen it too many times.
I think no matter what, whether you say you have a reason or not, you're still going to have a reason to buy that gun. There's something that's making you want to buy that gun, and whatever fucking reason you have is fine.
What about the woman who is being abused by a man?
Hold up, Jason.
What about the woman who is being abused by a man and needs to procure a firearm to protect herself from the attacker? Right? Now you're talking about somebody who's already at a disadvantage.
God damn, hold
Right?
up, Jason.
Okay.
Understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's a deeper part of the conversation. Switch your camera over to Shanna.
Maybe she want to show herself.
Oh,
You have to ask
hold on.
permission.
Come here, Shanna.
Damn ball cap on hanging out late. Hey,
It's much
Shanna,
for Tigers one.
Shanna,
What?
why do women always need a reason to do anything?
We don't need a reason. We just do whatever the fuck we want.
Because
We do what makes us happy, and y'all just need to get along with it.
Yeah, you got to make them happy.
always need a reason. I'm going to get a gun because
I get a gun because either it's going to be a good everyday carry for me because I can rack it back easy. It's something that I like. I want to keep it in my safe. It's something that I want to shoot all the time. It doesn't matter. Whatever reason I have is good.
But y'all gotta have a reason. I don't need a reason.
That's what I say. No matter what, whether you say you have a reason or not, you still have a reason.
one.
You have a reason to.
I have
Even if you say you don't have a reason, there's still something behind that thought, and you're going to have a reason.
There's no sex
Yo,
with them, but
I
we
didn't
don't
have a reason after the first gun.
Not that training is a bad thing at all. I would recommend everybody get training
No.
to the fullest,
not a
to the
bad
fullest
thing.
extent.
Hold up.
Absolutely.
Training is a bad thing. Let me stop you. Education is a good thing. Training is a bad thing because training is something you pay for.
Hold on. I wouldn't charge anybody for training. I would train you how to shoot a gun your first time.
Educated person, get the word
There
right.
is
'cause there's two
nothing wrong
different
with
words.
training and educating yourself on whatever subject it is that you're trying to learn.
I
more
feel
about.
like I'm educated enough through my training to train you to competently handle a firearm to the point that you will not harm yourself. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I could take you to the range and teach you how to use that firearm properly, disassemble and reassemble it and put it back together.
Marine.
And I think that's somebody that everybody should do for anyone that's close to them. I feel like you should make sure
Marine,
those
every Marine
people.
seen Full Metal Jacket, right?
It's common sense.
Sure.
Every
Sure.
Marine seen Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yes, sir.
You seen it, right? That's like standard
Yes, sir.
requirement, right? Full
Yes,
Metal
sir.
Jacket. You know that one, right?
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
happened
sir.
what happened to Private Powell?
Private Powell went off the rails, son. Private Powell went off the rails. Private Powell should have been, hey, that's a real thing, man. Mental instability is a real thing, and that's something that has to be,
Private
dealt
Powell
with.
was nice with that gun, though. He said,
Well, yeah, anybody could be nice with a gun.
Shit.
Just because you're nice with a gun doesn't mean that you're proficient with not taking taking drastic measures to, I believe Private Powell felt like he was locked into a place where he didn't have an escape. And that's part of the problem with the system today. We don't feel like we have a place where we can speak. We don't feel like we have a place where we can, discuss what's going on in our lives. And the more you suppress people from being able to talk about those things, the more drastic measures people are going to take. Period. Point blank.
Yo, for real, Jason, that's what this channel is all about. It's about alpha, like taking your space and doing. Like, anybody ever see me is like, Armel do what the fuck he want to do, and he don't agree with nobody, and he argue with everybody. But it's not as argue with everybody. I don't conform. I don't fall into place because you.
I love you like a brother, bro. You don't gotta tell me nothing.
Armel shit. I do Armel shit, and Bass.
I got your back, bro.
Together, we do this shit. You know,
through thick and thin.
Me. Fuck the status.
I feel you.
I do me. I get on the plane. I do me. I go up the Round Shot Show like I'm the biggest YouTube celebrity and don't even got a fucking channel. I rock. You know what I mean? I rock like that.
We got channels, bro.
We're gonna try to make the next shot show.
We're gonna try to make the next shot show. We're gonna see what we can do. We're going to the RM4.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there. I don't care. I'm gonna be the only white dude there. Shannon's gonna be the only white chick there. I don't give a damn, bro.
Like y'all motherfuckers know me. I'm Armel. You know, it's like Armel. You know what I mean? That's it. But I was doing that shit.
You my homie, Armel. I got you through thick and thin, bro. Yeah, and smashing that Bass and Too Rich and everybody else, bro. If we ride together, we ride together. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Fuck your shit, man.
I'm a white dude, bro. I'm a white dude, bro. But I get down with everybody. I don't hate on nobody because of no reason.
The only white dude in the fucking world, motherfucker. This is country.
I am the only white dude in the world, bro. The world revolves around me, bro.
What?
I need to get Jason on. I'm talking to him now.
Yeah, believe it or not, Bass coming to fucking Ohio too, because I'm dragging.
Bass, you're number 2, bro. You're number 2, bro. I got you.
There'll be 3 white people there.
Armel's number 3. You're number whatever it is.
Oh shit, he called me a white guy, yo. Get the fuck out of here.
You gotta go now.
OG triple OG, son.
Yo, it's all good. It doesn't matter, yo. I'm an American. He said, yo, that's what I told the guy at the gun store. He asked me, what do you want to buy a gun for? He said, what do you want to look at the gun for? Because I said, I'm an American. And he shut the fuck up. But that was the thing. He was like, what are you looking at guns for? I told him, because I'm American. And he shut up because he didn't have a rebuttal for that. You know what I mean? And that's what this shot is about. owning a firearm is a right. If you feel like owning one, get one. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like, don't get one. But you don't need a reason.
No, I agree with that.
And if you get one, if you feel like you need to be trained, get that, do that. If you don't, fuck it. Put the drawer, whatever the fuck. Don't buy no bullets, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's a right. It's not a privilege. You know what I mean? It's your right to have, not to defend yourself, to have the ability to, in case it's ever needed. It may not be ever needed. And you know what I mean? Thank you, or you could thank God or your higher power that it was not needed up to this day in most people's circumstance. But being that you have that right, exercise it. Because if you don't exercise it, you might as well, somebody gonna say you don't need it. Exercise it to the maximum potential. Strap up. You know what I mean? Put it in the daggone thing. And it don't have to be practical, because half of my shit ain't practical, because I don't know how to. And the training thing, man, that's up to you. Cass go do her social life and do her thing. But training, get training if you want to feel like you need to do that. I know I would like to do some more. And it just, the military just got me fucked up with training. I just don't like it. I just don't like hearing other people telling you how to do something and whatever. But if you feel like getting training, getting training. And I'm out here focusing on my objective. DC Money Mike helping me out. Smashing That Bass is my road dog. He be riding with me all the time, man. And it feels real good to have even more than training. The thing that training may be helpful with, and I would say that, is building a support system and a network system. Because without a network and without a support, without a community, we done. You know what I mean? So let's exercise this building this community thing. You know what I mean? Find somebody in your community. My man Too Rich, holla at my man BV400 over in Charlotte. You know what I mean? He out there and he ain't got nobody really to shoot with, who to rock with. Holla at him. You know what I mean? Just connect, man. Because we have to find some people that have something in common with us and build up. We ain't even gotta like the motherfucker, but we just build that commonality, like sports. You know what I mean? This in some aspects of gun enthusiasm and being a gun enthusiast. Part of this is the sport. Part of this is communal. Part of this is collecting. Part of this is tactical. Part of this shit is warfare. Part of this shit is preparation. It's many different facets of it, but find somebody who I encourage people to find somebody even more than getting training. Find somebody or a group of people who you share the commonality with, and work together and iron out your objective and train. And when you pick your training, train to the objective. Like if your training is focused on collecting, find out as much as you need to know about that firearm, about these firearms or these type of firearms. If your objective is competition, find out as much as you need to know about how to become a competition shooter. If your objective is shotguns and sport, find out how much you need to know about that particular sport. If your objective is self-defense, find out as much as you need to know about self-defense. If your objective is tactical, find out people who are interested in the same thing and build on that. Community is at the utmost importance. Smashing That Bass, take me home, baby.
What you want me to say?
Whatever, man. Say take us home.
Well, I think as far as the training or whatever you're talking about, competition, like for me, since I don't really have a ton of money and at some point I'm going to get some kind of training, but if your local excuse me, if your local range has like a competition thing they do once a month, once a week, or whatever, that can teach you to shoot on the move. You know, so that's kind of like a small.
Jerry
That's like
Mitchell had taught himself how to competition shoot.
yeah, and that's fine. But I'm saying for people that don't maybe have the facility or whatever to do that, kind of like me, like I don't have a facility to go and be able to shoot on the move. All I can do is go to the range, right? So the range near me hosts once a month a competition shooting, deal. So you don't necessarily, in my opinion, you don't necessarily have to be involved or want to be a competition shooter to learn how to shoot on the move. That will, in my opinion, that will give you some of the first fundamentals to learn how to shoot on the move. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. You're shooting on the move. And then if you want to take it a step further, then I guess you can go out and you can get further training from there. But that will at least give you some kind of basis to start from if something in your area hosts that kind of event.
But does it help to have somebody to ride with, like a community,
Of course.
Right. You know,
Well, of course, because
that's more important because that'll further your training, and that's what I was saying in my big
exactly. You can challenge each other and stuff, but you can also meet people there. The more you go, like I met this one dude that I think he started like 1 or 2 shoots after I did. So we were pretty much in the same boat. You know what I mean? So me and him actually talked a lot, in between the stages and stuff, as long as helping with posting, you got to post the stickies on there to cover up the shots for the next guy. But we also talked, and you know what I mean? So you do meet people there too that are kind of in your realm that you can kind of get with, maybe even hook up outside of that. I mean, me and him never did, but maybe that's something that you can do. You're not everyone's me, but me and you hook up and excuse me, we go and do our thing. But I think that's definitely a beneficial thing, in my opinion, to try to. If you don't have, I guess what I'm saying is, if you don't have people that can teach you to shoot on the move right away that you don't personally know, like that's something, if it's local to you, that
gradual.
You can start with
progression. Shooting on the move is a gradual progression.
Yeah, of course.
Learn how to handle your firearm. If you want to learn how to be a shooter, I particularly have no interest in being a shooter. You know what I mean? If a person wants to learn how to be a shooter, learn how to the first basic functions of your firearm, then find some people who know how to shoot, learn how to shoot, then learn the gradual stages. It's levels to the shit, and everybody ain't going to get the levels, but find your interest, because there's a lot of different facets and a lot of different lanes. Find what you're most interested in and pursue that, and then graduate. You know what I mean? If you want to work from that, this is not like a straight line type of thing. Firearm and being a firearms enthusiast is not a straight line. It's not one way. Find your way. You know
right.
What I mean?
So going back to kind of like what you said about learning the basics of firearms, and I understand this, the more that I'm involved in the world, is a lot of people don't have common sense, but it's common sense to me that you wouldn't involve yourself into something like that if you didn't know the basics about a firearm, right? I'm just saying. So
people involve themselves in basketball and don't know the basics of it. You know what I mean? People involved.
Yeah, to me that's a little different. You're not possibly putting someone's life on the line with that, right? So to me that's a little different. But
it's not. Everything's the same, man.
I'm just saying, with a firearm, you would think, you're dealing with something that's very serious, and that you would think that you would want to know the basics before you were around a group of people using it. You know what I mean? That's just my thought.
Rather, or sometimes the people that you're around will show you things, man. Each one teach one. You know what I mean? But the whole thing is relationships and community. You might not know shit, and somebody might you might have something, and you might not know shit about it, and somebody might put you on. You know what I mean?
Of course, like you were telling me a few weeks before we went to the range the other week about shooting with the sling, and I'm like, fuck that. That's retarded. I don't want to do that shit, right? And then what happened towards the end of the day? I shot with the sling, right? And I'm like, this is pretty dope. It's not that bad. Like, you know what I mean? So
sling changed your fucking life, yo.
No, well, it definitely changed my mind. So you know.
Yeah. But for real though, if you got a good sling, man, that shit crazy. But that's a whole different fucking topic. You got a good sling, it was an evolution of change from a sling. That shit is dope. But when you got a good one, it changes the fucking situation. So
that shit definitely worked, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's another point. But anyway, that's a whole different live, man. I love y'all, man. We've been on here like crazy long, 3 hours, and Zadie having a fit. So let me go and do my daddy stuff, man. Good night, everybody. I love y'all. I'm gonna end this live. Thanks for rocking with me, man. Much love, everyone.
All right, man. Later.